I think it was before that even. I heard it from like the early 2000s, like late 90s.
And we're
Yeah, a
back.
buddy of mine would say that. He'd
Mm.
say, "Oh man, that's so borked."
I don't know. Some stuff comes from the military. Maybe it's a military term.
Possibly. I mean, that's where we got foobar.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
No, Bort came from French, actually.
Origins 1980. The name of a Robert Bork, American judge whose
Oh man.
nomination to Supreme Court was rejected following unfavorable publicity for his allegedly extreme views. So apparently, if you've been borked, he didn't succeed. It was not a success.
Failure.
So we've been
Fantastic.
using it wrong the entire time.
I mean, I always had assumed that it was just a deliberate misspelling of the word broken, which, if you take the R and the O and you swap the positions, you get borked.
Hey, Acid, you don't happen to have any Kuko Shikakus or Demon Machines laying around in there, do you?
Cuckoo and a Doomslinger is on the ground at the stash.
Cuckoo,
What?
cuckoo. Alright, back to what we were doing. God dang it. Stupid, weird internet connection issues. I was all excited there because the stream stayed up after the internet died down, which usually doesn't happen, by the way. And then, then it was all green, so I was like, oh, never mind. Zombie just slowly walking away from me. I try and kick him and it doesn't matter. He's just slowly walking away into the distance.
Early hell when you run into those cold enchanted extra fast creatures. They bop you once and there's no escape.
Well, I'm glad that the glitch happened early in the stream, so I wasn't like 4 hours in. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it?
You need
Wow.
a Spirit Shroud?
It's my birthday? My birthday is June 1st. Or are you talking about like my stream? My channel maybe? Like,
Yeah, I could use a spirit shroud. Still a little low for a lot of this stuff, but getting there.
I still remember the day I decided to make this channel. It was my girlfriend was watching Markiplier, and I'm sitting there watching Markiplier play, and all he's doing is just playing a game and bullcrapping the entire time. Just saying whatever thoughts come to his mind and making jokes and like just being a general idiot. And I'm like, I can do that. And I did. I can do that. Of course, I'm not as popular as Markiplier, for sure, but like, you know, at least I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Let her.
She represents the Bronx. I was raised though in Brooklyn.
What's up,
It's like
Sean?
her-
How's it going?
Currently have a resistance problem in hell.
A resistance problem.
You're not the first, and you certainly won't be the last.
The tune of negative 70 fire resist, negative 16 cold.
That negative
And everyone's favorite.
that negative
Negative
resistance
5
hurts. It really does hurt.
What character are you playing?
I'm on the Fist of the Heavens, Pally.
Oh, well, that's the one character that has the least issues with resistances.
Yeah, I was gonna say. How
Get
are
you a
you
decent-
pulling that off?
Get you a decent shield, and usually you're set.
Do you have an all-res shield?
I do not. I do, but I have that one with. It's not a. Oh, it is a spirit. Why am I not using that one? I'm an idiot. I'm using my monarch.
Yeah, don't use a Monarch shield as a paladin. You should be using a paladin
And
shield
no-
with all those massive
Yeah.
resistances on them.
Yeah. At no point as a paladin should you ever use anything other than a paladin shield.
I think the only exception to that rule is if you want to run Storm Shield, which is amazingly good defensive capability.
All right, so now I'm negative
That's
25 fire res.
But that's
Made a pretty
Okay.
big difference.
Do you have a chest piece on?
I do. I'm wearing stealth.
Okay. Do you have a 2-socketed body armor?
we're in stealth in hell. We need to get you a smoke or something.
What's the faster
Yeah.
cast rate?
Okay, I'll put it to you like this. Fist of the Heavens doesn't much care for a whole lot of FCR.
No, you don't need faster cast for a FOH build.
You want a little bit, but that's mainly for your Holy Bolt.
Especially if you're making the North Star Smiter, which, like, in that case, you're more interested in, like, just in general, just being tanky, faster attack speed from fanaticism, like, you just smite everything to death that you can't fist to the heavens, so.
Yeah, I'm going pretty much fist of the heavens is what I'm trying to do, for the most part. So
I've got a lum rune for him.
I am overburdened.
I
Does
do
anybody
not
a
have-
Neff? I got a Neff.
I have Neff. I have a Neff room. That
Here's
I do
a
have.
here's a 2-socket Scarab Husk right here.
Grab it. I got his runes.
She's
What
a-
game are you
she's
in?
like that.
I have
GGM4.
I'm in
Well, I'm
GR7.
Ah, you're the one stealing my game names.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. You just be taking somebody's game names like that. I don't know why y'all think
I've
that's
been,
okay. What's up,
slowly
Psychonauts?
working my way through hell. The Countess and I just had a long drawn-out battle. We're to 20 minutes. 2 corpse runs.
Hey Ginger, come drop off that Scarab Husk for me.
Come get it. How about that?
My inventory's full of junk.
I will drop it in town for you in Act 2. There you go. That's the best
And what
I
game
can.
are you in?
That's the best I can do.
I'll go to your game. What's your game name?
GGM4.
GM4. Okay.
Oh, nice. You got a freaking Death Web, Psychonauts. Congrats. What did it roll? Did you get a +2 with a decent res? The Duke of Holy? What? See, that just makes me think of the old church song. Holy, 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 blessed God Almighty.
So I can't go to Act 2. I'm not there yet. Unfortunately.
Alright, I think we're.
I'll pick it up and deliver.
I think
I'm
we're
so
done,
sorry.
boy.
I'm making my
We
way there.
Deliver what? Number 5 it is.
Where was your infamous? Let me get one of my minions to come help you out.
Minions.
Did somebody already grab that Scarab Husk?
I'm on my way there.
I mean, come on, we got a whole kinship of people. There's plenty of people to help you out. I be helping everybody all the dang time.
Yeah, I can't believe I feel like a noob. I had both the spirit shields next to each other. I just grabbed the monarch. It was the first one in the.
Yeah, the paladin is unique in that, like, because of the shield and how ridiculous that stupid thing is, like, they generally just end up being like one of the easiest classes to hit the high res breakpoints on hell difficulty. Like, if you're having trouble hitting the resistances on a paladin, I don't know what to tell you. You got like every advantage handed to you at that point. You know how much resistance a paladin can get on a single shield? Like it's actually dirty. Like literally
The
just
answer is
dirty.
Yes.
It's so dirty how much resistances a paladin can get on a single shield. If you throw a sanctuary, Coco Mal, which is the 3-socket rune word, and you throw that on a 45 all-res pally shield, the sanctuary can roll, what is it, 70? It's been a while since I looked.
It's definitely above 60.
By the way, that's a 5-socket scepter.
So yeah, 70 resistances is what it can roll on the shield. And then you can also get the 45 base, too. So you got 70 plus 45 on one shield.
Wow.
Which is literally what? 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. So you can literally have 115 all res on one freaking shield. It's stupid.
Do you have the scarab husk on you, Duke?
No, it wasn't in Act 2.
Somebody picked it up. I dropped it in Act 2 in GGM4. Somebody said they were going to deliver.
Where you dropped it by the stash, right?
No, it was by the waypoint, the portals. By the portals.
By the portals. Okay.
Oh. I just saw the ice blink. Got it. Oh, well, it dropped.
I got it.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, and Sanctuary's like insane defensively too. Like it's not a bad thing to have a Sanctuary shield laying around somewhere to, you know, just to use when you need it. Like it doesn't tend to be like your best in slot,
Def, Lum, in that order.
but at the same time, like it does just like really fix resistance issues a lot of the damn time.
Smoke.
Correct. Here, take these charms.
In this situation,
What is a
you do want the
Tomac?
smoke.
All
What-
right, so 75 maxed in cold and maxed in lightning now. Excellent.
Pick up
Nice.
the ruby grand charm.
51%. Sweet.
Let's see here.
We got any bone necros this season?
We do have one we got one poison and bone. Poison, then we got one bone.
Take the, I think it's the russet.
Yeah, because I got a +4 bone
Take
spear,
those russet small charms.
20% FCR wand. I don't know if that's better than his or not.
Okay, I'm in the 60s. I'm
Most-
like way better than I was. That's
Most bone neckers are going to use a white wand for early on.
Fill
it's
your
like-
belt with.
So it's like a
the-
+3 white base, and then you put the IO rune in there. Nice little dull IO, and it gives you some pretty sweet stats.
Now, just to
Yeah.
make sure, you're using a spirit sword, correct?
I am. Yes.
Need to get you like a hand of the blessed light or something.
Do we have? Do you have a plus to skills amulet?
I do. I'm using this. The Monk's Amulet of Enlightenment.
That's not terrible. Well, I'm gonna go gamble and see if I can't get you a better one. 'Cause I can now get +2 to a class.
Doo-doo-doo.
You can do some crafting.
I'm
Oh,
only
look.
91.
A low quality bone weave. If you bring me the stuff, I can craft up whatever you're looking for.
But I do have a 15 geeds and a edge bow, so gambling is now effective.
Oh wow.
I can't.
35k in the bank. 35k in the bank. K in the tank. Because he had 35k in the bank and he wanted some more. to put in the tank, and he needed to buy some gas for his car, but he knew he wasn't gonna get very far unless he filled it all of the way.
Oh, that's old school, dude. Now
They
you're
really need to fill it all of the way. Look at this freaking pig.
going the
Look at this thing.
distance.
Yeah, because he was gonna go the distance.
I can give you some gold towards gambling. Here, let me give you some gold.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do a poll.
I mean, I don't have a use for my gold for the most part.
What fun poll should we do today?
All I need is enough gold to resurrect my merc, and he doesn't die much anymore.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do a merc poll. How about that? Merc poll. Cody, I see your pig. Okay, he's nasty.
Is that something I want to hang on to, or is that just trash?
What?
That large charm I put in game?
It's. I don't think anybody is doing a venom build, so.
Because I thought that was a lot of damage over.
It
6
is.
seconds.
Yeah, 175 poison damage on the Grand Charm is quite a bit.
I would just save
It's
it.
large.
I would just save it and throw it in one of the swappies, because if there's a poison damage character, they'll snatch it and they'll replace it eventually when they don't need it.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm gonna get you with. Get over here. That's what I thought. Rude. You're messing me up. I'm trying to type in stuff, and you're messing me up. There we go. We got a merc poll today. Can we make mosaic and non-ladder now? No, you cannot make mosaic and non-ladder. Mosaic is the new ladder-only rune word. You're not going to be able to do that until next season when they introduce the next set of non-ladder rune words, or ladder-only rune words. The 2.4 rune words, the ones that were introduced at 2.4, Plague, Unbending Will, and all that stuff, those can be made in non-ladder now, which is because when the new rune words were introduced, they rolled over the old rune words. When the new set of rune words after this one is introduced, they'll roll these over to non-ladder.
Duke, what gloves are you using?
I'm using Mortal Kings.
What's up, Doofenshmirtz?
Use those instead.
Okay. Oh wow.
What boots are you using?
The Mortal Kings.
Okay, well you're not. If you're focusing on being a Fist of the Heavens,
Yes,
try those. They're not necessarily any better or worse, but they might give you more move speed.
What's up, Mr. Strange Guides? What kind of guides are you strangely making?
Oh, the resist though is better. Do you want these Immortal Kings? I think I know the answer.
No, save them for a swap game.
Okay.
That's generally the way it works. Anything you're not using, when we call for a swap game, you toss down on the ground for other people to figure out.
Cody, if you don't stop knocking my microphone box off of my thing, I swear you're doing it on purpose. He literally comes over here and like grabs the wire and deliberately knocks it off my table. It's a little box. It has my mute on it. It's got like the various, like volumes and stuff like that. And it's got this nice little handy clip right here, which I clip onto my desk. And I swear he comes over here and he deliberately yanks it off.
I regret to inform I wasn't able to get you a +2 amulet.
That's okay. I appreciate you trying though.
He's rude. If I join the kinship, what is required to properly contribute? I mean, there's no requirement on contribution. I mean, we just help each other out, You're playing in a...
your positive attitude.
If you're playing and a Jalal's drops and a druid in the game happens to need a Jalal's, then just, hand it to him. Like, it's not really that difficult.
Do you have room for more small charms, Duke?
Like if something really highly valuable drops and you don't want to hand it over, I mean that's cool too. But like usually we roll for high value items if we're in a group setting. You don't need to be endgame ready. The point of the kinship is to lift everyone up. That's literally what we try to do.
Bring out your tired, your poor, muddled mess.
The other, I can't remember which season it was. I think it was season 2. I had some guy tell me that like all I do is tear people down, and I'm like how? Like it's the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring everybody up. Like
Yeah, I disagree with that statement. I think you're very helpful.
like
Your video.
all I ever try to do is bring people up. Like the only
Alright,
the only
so-
time I'm ever mean to you is literally when you're mean to me.
What is your skill situation for your hammer?
Or mean to other
Or your-
kinship members.
Fist of the Heaven.
I am at +6, so I'm at 26.
I was
Where have
mean.
you invested your skill?
I was mean to that guy that sold the freaking Sork Torch that we got on JSP, and I was mean to him. He took the first Sork Torch we got, sold it on JSP, bought a bunch of hardcore equipment, died, came back, tried to mooch a bunch of more equipment off of us. Finally told us what the hell happened to his character. He told us the character was deleted. It wasn't deleted. Bunch of BS. Cause I'm going the distance. I'm rigged for speed. Is this hardcore or softcore? We're in softcore. This character would never survive hardcore. I hate to say it. Never. Dude, this character has died so many times this season.
You've saved Kane in your game, it appears.
Yep.
Have you beaten Dario?
I have not in that game. I just took out the Countess before I was complaining about my resistance is a problem.
Did you make many mesh belts, Ginger? Any of the blood belts?
I was crafting a bunch of them early on, but I'm switching those rubies over to
Gloves?
blood amulets now, which is I feel like is a superior choice to, because I only have a finite amount of gems. The runes aren't the issue;
Right.
it's the gems, and so like I can't really afford to use them on that anymore. Another butcher's people. I'm gonna drop them both in the next game.
Well, I was just wondering if I should keep collecting bases if I find them in terror zones.
Did you read through the kinship charter rules or the general server rules? Because there's two different ones. Here, hold on. I'll just link it for you. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, Duke, go make a game and we'll get you to Act 2.
Where the hell's
Oh,
my lack
okay.
of chat? There it is.
I should be able to drag you all the way to Act 3 relatively
Boom,
quickly.
boom, 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 boom.
GR9.
What is it?
Take a
The
bunch of-
long ass fuck ones. Hey, they're important. Okay. You're joining
What's
a
the game name, Duke?
You're joining a community.
GR9.
Oh yeah, if you read the charter, what's the rule on groin kicking?
Only if their eyes are closed.
Only if they request it.
Can you imagine? Hey man, how you doing? Kick me in the groin.
Kick me. There was actually a scene in a movie where they did that. I can't remember what movie it is right off the top of my head, but I know for a fact there was some movie where literally they'd gotten like cups or something, and they were literally just like yelling at each other, "Kick me!" And then he would kick one, and then the other guy would like, "Kick me!" And then he'd kick him back, and like he's like, "I can't feel anything," and they're like, "I can't feel anything," and they're giggling. It's fucking stupid. I can't remember what movie that was. It's great. I'm going the distance. Well, you're in the kinship now, Lobo, so congratulations.
That sounds like basketball, possibly.
Could be. I mean, it's definitely a sport that requires a cup, whichever one it was.
Or Little Giants. Was it kids or was it adults doing it?
I mean, I want to say they were teenagers, but
It could have been Little Giants.
I just remember that they got cups and then they started kicking each other in the groins.
Should
We
I pick
have
up that
a-
broadaxe or no?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if it was worth picking up.
Wah, 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 wah. I mean, it's not a Twitch community. It's on Discord. I mean, basically, it's a bunch of people together that are in a group, and we help each other out. You know. I think it's a little bit more social than a clan or a guild because in clans or guilds, it's less about like the group and more about like the reputation of like the clan or whatever. Like, we're not interested in that. We just want to help each other out and have fun. Like, I mean, some people don't quite get it like when they first join, but then like as time goes on, they're like, holy crap, the kinship is amazing. They're like, I just typed in that I needed a new weapon, and like, all of a sudden now I'm decked in regalia. They're like, what shield do you have? Like, here's a new shield. What boots are you wearing? Here's some new boots. Do you like Nikes? Because I've got extra pairs. And the funny thing is no matter how rich you get, it's interesting because the kinship still provides you with things that you would not be able to get on your own. It's one of the oddities of the game because there are things in the game that are, of course, extremely rare. And it's not necessarily about like trying to find them because I've tried to find like perfect white bases and things like that for years. And sometimes you will just never come across them. But like the kinship as a whole, like all of us together, like 50 or 60 or 80 or 100 different people, all farming at the same time, and you put a little note out and you're like, hey, if anybody finds a such and such with these plus the skills on it, hey, let me know. You got that many eyes looking, and all of a sudden this rare item that's like you never have found all of a sudden just shows up in your hands, and you're just like
What do you
My experience
Well,
in
and
games like
Dario
this
just
is-
dropped the Lycander's aim.
it's good. It's a good placeholder bow until you get your end game. Might be a Zon that could use it. Usually the Zons have so many bows thrown at them though that like at some point or another they're just they're like, please stop throwing bows at me.
That's where I'm at. I've got my 4-socketed Grand Matron bow and my Mavina set, so I'm just waiting for Rune.
If you want to join the Discord, it's just type in !Discord. That's all you gotta do. That's the whole. You're not gonna have access to kinship functions. It doesn't give you access to kinship functions, but you'll be able to chat in there. You'll be able to talk with everybody else that's in there, that's not in the kinship, and the kinship members can talk to you as well. So if you request help in the request help channel or something like that, we'll see. Maybe we're busy at that particular moment, but +3 weapon block claw with 3 sockets. If weapon block actually like went up properly, that might be a decent claw, but I feel like it just doesn't go up enough.
Question: if you take off that Shadow Whirl, do you still have maximum full dress?
I do.
Cool. Put this on instead.
You are troubleshooting multiple game crashes now? What's going on? What's triggering the game crashes? Have you tried my fix?
How much magic find are you packing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We don't pack magic find.
94.
Okay, we're good.
It's a pretty decent amount. 100% is honestly just a
Does that
very
mean that Zod, Vex, and Burr runes will drop from the sky?
Nope.
does not
Oh,
affect magic find. Does not affect rune drops
Really?
Not
I
yet.
didn't
It
know that.
has-
at
has
all.
No effect either way. No positive or negative effect. So anytime you can get some magic find, there's no downside.
Okay. Because for items, doesn't it go to different tables?
Whenever an item is dropped, is rarity picked first or is rarity picked second?
The so the rarity is picked in the order of the rarest to the not rarest, in that order, and it basically, as it fails downward, like falling down the steps or something. So
Okay,
like it starts
when-
at unique, and if it fails the unique, then it continues down that road until it finally gets to a base item. Hotspurs. God, Hotspurs are like the best low-level boots. You just throw those on like any character at level 5.
Magic find means you will find effectively less white items and more blues, yellows, greens, and uniques.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when an item falls, like basically there is no way to change what items fall. So you kill a monster, it doesn't matter what the monster is. If the monster drops, say for instance, chain boots, that's what he has been chosen to drop, and then they fall on the ground. They can roll like any number of things. They could roll the unique chain boots with his treads of Seathon. They could roll the set treads of boot. Chain boots, which is Asaurus. They could roll a rare pair of boots, which is just rare with some random stats. They could also roll blue, and then eventually they, if they fail all of those rolls, then they can roll the whites, which is like just your regular no stat boots. And everything in the game works this way. So like Magic Find doesn't actually affect like what drops. It just helps to change the quality of what drops into something better. Which is actually pretty nice, but it also means that a lot of the times your Magic Find is mostly useless. Because like, say you kill like Diablo in Hell difficulty, and Diablo at Hell difficulty drops you like, oh my god, stop it. Let's say Diablo in Hell difficulty drops you just a bunch of like random stuff, like a regular pair of boots, a like chain boots, like items that like don't necessarily have good like options. So even if they do roll good, even if you do end up with the unique versions, well, it's still gonna be like Hotspurs and Treads of Seathon, and like it's not gonna be like a high-end item. So like your Magic Find is working, it's just not like the items that fell on the ground didn't have like the actual things that you wanted. They weren't the bases that you actually wanted to have.
So every Shaco that drops is just a failed Shaco.
That was rude of me. I should have left you had that shrine. I just was like
It
instinct.
doesn't affect me either.
Oh, okay.
The only thing it'll do is slightly improve how much mana steal I get. It actually doesn't affect any of the people in here, so.
One of the best gifts that I got, especially for this tune, was the insight. Oh my gosh, is that so nice to have.
Quality of life.
And then when I watched the video on the North Star Smiter, the prayer, although it may not be as good now, maybe I may want to switch it, but that prayer insight combo is actually pretty nice. I say it's a sleeper.
You can even triple dip now from that video.
Mm-hmm. That was
Because-
before they introduced Cure, so now you can triple dip. You can dip and
It's
dip.
even
You can
better
dip
now.
again. Which, by the way, is very impolite at parties. Don't triple dip, okay? Don't double dip either, but definitely don't triple dip at parties, right? That's just rude. It's
You're
gonna
not
get
supposed
you.
to tip either.
It's gonna get you into trouble if you triple dip. All right, that's like putting your mouth in the bowl. Okay, don't do that at the parties. All right, in your own house you can triple dip. Don't triple dip at the party.
Where I'm from, we just lick everything to claim it.
My dad would crack me up though. Like, you know how some people will dip a chip and like there's a little bit of dip on the chip or whatever, like, and other people dip a chip and they get like maybe a healthy amount. Now my dad, he figured out the key to never having to double dip. He just dips his chip to the point where literally, like, there's so much dip on the chip that there's not hardly any chip left. It's like, would you like some chip with your dip? Like, he just puts it in there and just like picks up a mound of dip that's literally like as tall as a AA battery on top of the chip, and I'm surprised the chip hasn't cracked and fallen back in. And I'm like, holy crap, Dad, that's a lot of dip. He's like, what? I was like, if you dip every chip like that, you're gonna have like what, like 10 dips total in the whole container?
On the lower res, you're so nice.
Oops, I should have left that.
Yeah, so if you're in the Kinship, you put the GGM tags on your name. That's how you join the Kinship. It's an old thing from back in the day. It's just, if you guys were around back during that time when in the old Wild West days of clans, the only way to join a clan was to put tags in your name, and they don't have any clan system in this game, so like we don't really have much choice of the matter. So if you want to do the clan system, that's how we do it. It's useful because obviously it lets us know that you're clan members, and on top of that, it also lets other people know you're clan members too. So like you know, when we join a game to help somebody out or something, and they see like 4 or 5 people GGM members show up, like, you know, like linebackers, like we're just like, all right, well, who needs some help? And we just come in and just blow it up. They're like, dang.
I like all the stuff I learned. So now, like, I'm a little bit more aware of, I'm checking, like, bases for rune words.
Yeah, if you already have a character with a name, that's no big deal. It's just the next character you make, you want to throw the tags on there. And then when you start the season with us next season, you know, make sure you put your tags on your character.
Radiman's over here with me.
Or we'll razz you about it the whole season long.
Yeah, no one is spared.
I mean, if you already knew you were supposed to have the tags and you didn't put them in, like, we're just gonna razz you all Kinship all season long. We'll be like, who's that guy with no tags? Honestly, if we're killing really fast, Dine, Vigor is a good choice, honestly. It also helps out the Necromercs, too. I mean, the Necro minions. Because then they run around like little crackheads all over the place, and they get to attack things faster, which is nice.
So is a tip to never pick up large charms? Because I notice whenever we're together, when I'm with some of the Kinship, the large charms are always left by the wayside.
Large charms are somewhat useful. It depends on where you're at. Picking them up really early can be helpful for resistances, little bits here and there, but for the most part, they generally don't drop with any statue.
Okay,
They can't be amazing.
So, moral of the story with large charms. The reason why people don't pick them up is not because the stats aren't good. It's because they don't fit. It's like a Tetris puzzle, okay? If you're using all skillers, which are the grand charms, and you fill your entire inventory with skillers, you don't have any space for large charms. So it's not that large charms aren't good, because large charms can actually roll really good. And more often than not, most people don't have a full inventory of skillers anyway. So they're stupid for not picking them up, and I'll say that out loud as many times as I need to. Like, you guys are stupid for not picking them up, because I have found some really good large charms on quite a few seasons now. It was like last season I found one that was like 8 all res with like 30 life on it. And that thing stayed in my inventory until I finally got my last like +1 skiller. Like, it was just in there like the entire season long. And I found other really good ones too, like +5 max, like 35 AR, and with like 31 life, like all sorts of crazy ones like that are decent to hold on to. And until you get your full set of skillers, there's no reason not to pick them up. And even after you get your full set of skillers, there's other people who don't have their full sets of skillers yet, which could definitely use other charms.
So
and
for
they
me, pick them up. Is what
they
you're saying.
they also come in handy when you're doing the Ubers. So this is another thing. So when you find like really good large charms that have like all res on them, and or like individual reses and things like that, I usually like to hold on to them for when I'm doing the Uber runs, because what you can do is you can just throw them in the empty spots that you don't normally use, because nothing drops in the Ubers except for the torch. It's not like you really need to worry about anything to pick up, and so you just fill your entire inventory with charms at that point. So it's nice to have like some charms laying around in your inventory that might not have made the personal cut of like sitting in your inventory, like this little 18 lifer. But when you go do the Ubers and you don't need the space, you just throw your little 18 lifer in there, or like see this +3 max like 17 AR 31 lifer large charm, or you know, I got like another little like 13 life like 3 fire. Like these aren't really good enough that I want to use them on a regular basis, but they're good enough that like when I'm doing the Ubers, I'll throw them in there for a little bit of extra protection.
Have you even seen a skiller yet, Duke?
I was given one from, I want to say it was Chuck or Cat gave me a +1 to summon druid. I seen one.
Okay, so every class has 3 skill trees, and Grand Charms will give you a +1 to 1 skill tree.
As a Fist of the Heavens paladin, though, the skillers that you're looking for are what are called P-combs. They're pally combat, and P-combs are among the rarer and more sought after charms.
And the most expensive.
You're probably not going to be able to get your hands on a bunch of P-combs this early in ladder season. It's mainly because the Hammerdens use P-combs. Pretty much every paladin uses P-combs. Dream paladins use P-combs. Dragon paladins use P-combs. I mean, like it's stupid. Like everybody's using damn P-combs on paladins. It's the main one. Offensive skillers have minute uses with very specific like holy X builds and things like that, if you're natively running it. And defensive skillers are almost completely useless unless you build something like a party din, which is a build, but they're usually not very common because they're group characters, and like they don't really function on their own. They function in the group, so they tend to be less used as well. So defensive skillers are almost completely useless or worthless. Offensive skillers have a little bit of worth, but they're not really that valuable. And then the P-combs is literally like the main one that all paladins use.
Okay, gotcha.
There's just so
good
many
armor for you, third gear. When
There's
I
just
drop
so many
that
good
ring,
things.
What ring?
There's someone in the Kinship need Pico.
The Nago ring. That was awesome to drop for you.
Nova, what you're talking about
That came out
is
with Biowar.
endgame stuff. What we're talking about is leveling up a character and picking them up and using them. Like, we are talking about the difference between you having like endgame BIS equipment and you leveling up a brand new character who's got garbage for gear, and that large charm is still probably better than everything you've got in your inventory. Like, as you're leveling up a character, you don't necessarily have your endgame best in slot equipment. And so large charms tend to be, honestly, very good in that situation. And that's why it's stupid not to pick them up, especially this early in ladder. You should be picking up pretty much every single large charm that drops. And like I said, even if you don't necessarily need it, even if you already have your Torch and your Annie and your full row of skillers and your small charms and you don't have any place to put it, there's still tons of other people in the kinship that haven't worked out all their charms yet.
Like me.
And if you find something crazy, like what somebody just said in chat, that they had a 7 all res 35 life large charm, you really think that there's not like about like 40 people in the kinship right now that wouldn't slap that right in their inventory without a second thought?
Oh, there's several people. Though.
Oh yeah.
They're just not going to pick them up.
What do you need?
How do we join the kinship? To join the kinship, you must first A. Join the Discord. Number 2, B. You must read the kinship charter. Number 3, C. You must message a member of the kinship that is a leader and has to join and say that you have read the kinship charter.
Why couldn't you have said that 20 minutes ago?
D. You must pay $500.
Oh crap!
I'm kidding.
Do you take IOUs?
I'm kidding. Yes, I responded in all caps. For a 26 Viper Magi. Good. Are you trading them or are they trading them? It's such a silly trade though, because like, wouldn't you want to put the in the Viper Magi?
What does do?
15 all res. $100 in pennies. You know what's funny, guard? Yes, I will take $500 in pennies. You know why? Because my dad is a numismatic person. He loves coins.
Go find the waypoint. I'll deal with the orifice.
And he loves to collect coins. And one of his favorite activities is to count and look at coins and literally find all of the rare coins and all the different things. And he will literally go to a bank and just like take $100 and just turn them into pennies and go through all the penny rolls and he will look and pull out all the good stuff from the penny rolls. So I will totally take $500 in pennies. Send it on over. I will bring it to my dad and his eyes will light up.
Not to mention,
awesome.
last I checked, $500 in pennies is still $500.
When you find the waypoint, go ahead and start heading towards the
Claw Viper.
Did you guys ever hear about the guy who was forced to pay something, and he didn't want to pay it, and he felt it was Leviathan, nice. He felt it was unfair, like the court ruled that he had to pay, but they didn't say how he had to pay. So he literally went to the bank and just got wheelbarrows and wheelbarrows of pennies and just dumped them on the lawn.
Good man.
What game are you guys in for Chaos?
You know what that's called? That's called malicious compliance.
I like how you said that. Malicious compliance.
I got the weapon swap bug glitch on. I'll be right back.
That's literally like 90% of the military right now.
Well, that's what my dad looks for. He looks for the like the older coins, the Wheaties. That's a fun one. It's a 15% DR Leviathan. Anybody want a 15% DR Leviathan? 48 strength on this bad boy too. I wonder what it looks like on me. I'm actually kind of curious because it turns the character green. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna look at it on the character window.
Would say yes, but I am ages away from being able to use it. So
Why is it not showing? No, we're gonna exit and reload. You're gonna show us the green. You're gonna show us the green, sir.
Is there any more room in that Chaos game?
Honestly, I think MA Sin is stronger than the Lightning Furies on. When we were in the cows, terrorized cows, and we had a Lightning Furies on with us, a very well geared out Lightning Furies on at that. He literally said, Wolfie literally said that he felt like he was useless. And if that doesn't prove that the Lightning Furies on is not pulling his weight, or that we're going faster than the Lightning Furies on, then I don't know what does. For us to make the Lightning Furies on feel like he's useless, that is quite a task. That looks really good on the Sin. I'm not gonna lie. I like the green edging with the black. That is really quite something. Kraken, the frickin' Leviathan Kraken shell is a pretty rare find. It does have that nice physical DR. What are we on? 14?
We're halfway through 14.
You applied APAC? Did you send me a message? Most of our captains are like AWOL right now, so you probably got to send the message directly to me. I don't see any message from anybody, so I'm going to assume the answer to that question is no. Two-socket F Archon blade. I would make a really cheap smoke for a merc. Does anybody just need need a smoke on their Merc? Just an armor, that something better than whatever piece of garbage that he's wearing right now?
Did you say it was an F?
Yeah, it's an F 2-socket.
I suppose somebody else wants it on grade line.
Yeah, it's an F 2-socket Archon. It's not the biggest defense, but what am I
I'm
doing?
using a non-eth base at the moment.
Oh, well, I'll drop it in Act 4 on the GGM 15.
Tag your old smoke if you're getting rid of it.
I'm still down a Lumrune to...
No hurry, mate.
You need
I'm
a
level,
Lumrune? There you go. Lumrune's on the ground with the Archon.
I'm level 3 right now, so.
I never worry about Lumrunes. Lumrunes are so common. I can't even get rid of the damn things fast enough usually. There will come a point where I'll have 15 Lumrunes on a mule, and I won't want to get rid of them because, like, I know that they're still valuable, but, like, I'll just have so many and I won't know what to do with them all.
Turn them into co-runes. Turn a profit.
That's why early ladder, when we get lumps, I'm like, turn them into spirits. It's smokes. Just get them all into smokes. It's fine. Ain't nobody gonna cry about it.
I mean, everybody loves a smoke for their Merc or for an early chest.
You can install Discord on your phone, by the way. It doesn't have to be on the computer. One guy, he was like, I can't join Discord. I don't have a computer. I'm like, you don't have a computer? Like, I think he was on PlayStation or something. And I'm like, you can just download the Discord app on your phone. Like, it's not that big of a deal. The new rune words are available in single player, yes. Single player offline, which for some reason I need to specify. You mean I can use them in single player non-ladder? There's no such thing as single player non-ladder, suckers, okay? It doesn't exist. If you're playing non-ladder, you're online, okay? You're online. I'll fight you to the death.
My TP up for the staff. If somebody would come copy it, so I can go grab that Archon plate and Lumrune.
It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
Do what?
Did you need the waypoint for Dry Hills or Far Oasis? That's the one I went and grabbed.
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh, Aspired Helm. Nice. Did we get the good one or the bad one? That's the question. Veil of Steel, or did we get the stupid one, the one that nobody wants?
Did you drop it in Act 4, you said?
Greetings.
Do what?
The Lumrune and the Archon plate.
It was in Act 4 and GGM 15. Sitting on the ground.
Not in town.
They'd be gone now if you didn't get them.
Oh my
I'm here.
gosh.
They were sitting right next to the stash. Unless somebody else snatched them up.
Got them both.
Yeah, dude, go grab the staff from Maggot
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just got ganked in the Claw
Oh,
Viper.
Veil of Steel. I mean, Veil of Steel's a halfway decent Merc helmet if you don't got anything better at the moment. Ooh, Foul Rune. Foul Runes are very good for obediences. Which is honestly one of the best freaking Merc weapons in the game as far as I'm concerned. Thing's just broken.
Now, why is that?
It's just really fast. It has Crushing Blow. It has Enchant on it, which increases the
370 damage.
attack rating. It's like it's got faster hit recovery on it too, which makes the Merc like next to invincible because he actually recovers from attacks without getting stun locked. Like the whole weapon is just insanely good. It's like everything on it. Like, there's hardly any weapon in the game that can match an F man-catcher obedience. Thing is, nobody wants to use the thing because they're so addicted to insights. But if you throw a F man-catcher obedience on a frickin' merc, he probably going to out DPS you. Anybody got a gem for the gem shrine over here?
Alright, TP's up to your body.
Obedience is amazing. Characters who don't need tremendous amounts of mana.
Even if you do need tremendous amounts of mana, finding a way around insight is actually a good thing, not a bad thing. Like, insight's a crutch as far as I'm concerned. If you can wean yourself off of the insight crutch, you can make your character better, stronger.
Impossible.
Because there's other things. I'm gonna use this gem shrine real quick. I wanna get myself a nice perfect doojank. I keep saying Duke or Luke.
technology.
It's called doojank, sir. It's Doujank. All right. Don't spell it wrong. Duke.
Giant.
I thought it was a doohickey.
No, doohickey is somebody else's word. That's not my word.
What about a who's a what's it?
No, that one's a candy bar, I think.
Thingamajigger?
No, that's a whatchamacallit.
I knew somebody would catch the reference.
Morning, Ginger.
Duke, do you happen to have conviction?
I do.
Can you turn that on? Man, this is great. Now we have conviction and love.
Now everything dies.
Well, I think we just went to P1, guys. Look at all these monsters dying everywhere in town.
Got like massive banjo on the front porch vibes from that.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. Although it was South Park. It was South Park, so.
Oh, was it?
Like, friendly faces everywhere. Come on down, make them friends to me. I do voices. I always just love that guy on Full House that would do all the voices and stuff. When I was a kid, I'd always be doing like some voice from some TV show.
Like, get it? Smile chicken pepper. Kid is being a dildo. Well, you better send Kitty in here with me.
Yeah, F obedience, mommy's regret. F obedience, man, I'm telling you. Put that on your mercenary, and honestly, it like fixes the whole merc by itself.
But you give up one of the 3 big auras.
Maybe if he had more obedience, he wouldn't be mommy's regret.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Why you gotta do that to the poor guy? Embarrass him on live stream.
I mean, too good to pass up.
Do we have any Sorks that are still looking for a demon machine?
I think Han Solo was working on one
Yes,
that
sir.
requires demons.
Solo of Han.
Yep, Yosoi Han Solo is definitely looking for that there demon machine.
Well, I have one in my stash.
Well, if you feel so inclined, I'm in Han 22 password 16, and I could also use some help killing normal Diablo.
Oh, so I have to pay you for the privilege of giving you the heathen shit.
You don't have to. You can just drop it off.
Like that.
No,
it's
that's
like
all
it's
good.
like that little old lady who invites you over for dinner or something, and then like asks you to fix the sink and change the porch
Yeah.
lights, and then
Clean the gutters.
but she gives you a pie. So
Yo, I would do all that for a pie.
Dude, a
Where are
homemade
you?
pie by an old granny?
Heck yeah.
Or, huh?
I've fixed cars for less.
I once did a computer job for macaroni and cheese. This one
Really?
lady, her name was Angie. She made like a really good like homemade mac and cheese, and I can't remember what it was she wanted like specifically done with her computer. I think I actually just like built her like a whole computer, and she wanted to pay me, and I didn't want to be paid, and she was like, "Hey, you gotta be able to do something," and I'm like, make me a mac and cheese, and she like made me a whole mac and cheese, just like. I was like, yeah.
I actually don't need that quest. I did that one on my way here.
Oh, okay. How about your forge?
I've been
You
walking
done that already?
Yep. I did it on the way here. I've been walking this whole thing. I walked all of Act 3 as well. Just for funsies.
Oh, AJ with the $30. What's up, AJ? I didn't even know you were here. I didn't even see you in chat.
Alright, Duke, did you talk to
A
everyone?
holy water sprinkler.
I did.
$30, AJ. AJ has
Come over
donated
here
so much money to my channel.
Before we trigger the Arcane Sanctuary, come over here and talk to me.
I'm gonna take that $30 and just like buy snacks with it.
And make sure you can
Oops.
enter the palace cellar.
Yep, I may enter the palace, it says.
You don't have time to keep up. I mean, you don't really have to keep up, AJ. I mean,
Waypoint up.
play anytime you have time. Most people just, they
Split
hop
up.
on whenever they have a chance.
Everybody take a direction.
Thank you kindly.
No problem.
Couple.
Top-notch gear. On ladder. I don't think I have any room on non-ladder, AJ. I'm pretty sure like I had to delete 2 characters recently just to even make these characters, and I shoved all their equipment on the freaking stash, and oh my god, I'm so full on non-ladder and I need to fix it. Why can't it just give us more character slots?
Why can't they just charge us for more character slots?
Why can't they just give us more characters? I mean, yeah, like I'll pay. I will pay. Just give me. Just let me. Just let me.
Yeah, just like Pokemon Go, like I'll
Oh,
pay
damn.
fucking however much for 10 more character slots, and then just let me keep doing it.
I mean, honestly, AJ, you don't have to like give away all your non-ladder stuff. I would just hang on to it, man. You'll probably come back at some point. Like a lot of people do. Like, yeah, I mean, you quit for a while, but you'll want to play again. You will.
I usually just wait for a ladder season.
I mean, honestly, ladder equipment doesn't go up or down in value anyway, so if you hang on to it for a little while, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Yeah, you don't have the time. Right now, you don't have the time. But later you'll have the time, and you'll come back, and you'll be upset that all your characters are gone. Trust me.
No. Freaking tile portals. Oh, it always is.
I've had so many people quit on me over the years, and they always come back. Diablo 2's is like that
Hey,
crack.
I gotta-
It's like that crack cocaine addiction you can never quite get rid of.
It's
Hey,
like a
Uncle Pup, I
Skyrim
gotta
addiction.
Run outside real quick and tell this guy to move his truck because he's in the way.
Sure thing.
So give me a minute. If you can't hang out, wait, that's fine. I totally get it.
I'm not doing anything too exciting. So.
Just totally got dude on the corner in a trench coat, vibe of like, hey kid, come here. He opens his trench coat and it's nothing but copies of Diablo 2 Resurrected in his trench coat. Wacky dude.
Ogre axe. Is it F? Oh, it's not F. That's the corpse explosion ogre axe. My throat is never gonna stop. Never gonna stop.
What do you need?
I mean, people tell me all the time they play vicariously through me. They ain't got time to play, but they're still playing. They're still playing by watching me. They're like, it's funny how many people like watch me play and they're like, I can't watch the other people play. They keep walking past stuff that they should be picking up and they're not picking it up. He goes, and it's driving me batty bananas that they're not picking up those items. Oh, dang, $50, AJ. Holy crap, my dude. If you don't mind, AJ, can I ask you a question? Like, what do you do for a living? Like, what's your job? I'm always curious. Ooh, battle gauntlets. Always curious. AJ's a big spender over here on my channel. He's always dropping bombs on me. I think when you look at the tip ticker up here, I'm pretty sure AJ's name pops up there like 6 or 7 times.
Ooh, that's not mustache.
he's my sugar daddy.
Come on, I need Papa needs a new GPU. Come on now.
I need a new Oh man. I need to get like a freaking Amazon wish list set up so people can just like send me GPUs. I'd be like, yeah, I got my third 4090 Ti today.
It's more like somebody bought me a 1,000 pack of Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, Rice Kristons. I do like Rice Kristons.
Wait, did they really?
That would be cool. You know, actually, that's a good idea. I'll have to make sure that I add that to the list. Real estate, huh? You must be doing pretty good then. Real estate is like one of those things where, you know, like you can really make bank selling a nice house. Especially if you're a flipper. We used to have this couple came into our neighborhood a long time ago. Just showed up out of the blue, built a house, lived in it for about God, I can't remember exactly how long they lived in it for. I think there's like a law that says you have to, like, a brand new house has to be lived in for a certain period of time before you can like flip it back or something. Because I think they were always living in the house for a certain amount of time before they sold it. And then they would immediately then take that money, go build another house somewhere, and then they would live in that house for like a certain number of years, and then they would sell it. Apparently that was like their whole revenue stream, is they would just build a house, sell it, build a house, live in it, sell it, build a house, live in it, sell it, build a house, live in it, sell it. It's like a whole thing. Slopey said it's taxes. After X amount of years, you don't have to pay the taxes. So yeah, that makes sense.
Here, guys, who do I give this key go to? Someone who's collecting them for the kinship. Is that what that is?
Hang on to it, or you can drop it with either one of us, and we'll get it to whoever's running keys.
Yeah, I'll take them. Sosu's running the keys for us mainly right now. He's doing a pretty good job with it, so he seems to enjoy it.
Yeah, what symbol?
Do you have an ad on the radio, AJ, with the nice little jingle? You know, like
the four-legged starfish.
Like because all the other real estaters, they always got that one ad on the radio with the jingle going. You know, like
KRISweaver.com.
Just call it the brown starfish. That's pretty much all this thing is.
The one here in Virginia, I don't know if he plays it in other places, but it's like 5, 5, 5, 5, 55, 55, 55, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. That's 4 5s in a row. KRISweaver.com. Jank is catchy as all get out. I'll catch myself singing it like all the damn time. I don't think I've ever even called a real estate agent in my life. But I will never forget that damn jingle. It plays on the radio all the damn time.
Portal up.
Underwriting. So like a title searcher? Take that ages. I've done some work for some title searchers before. Had this one lady, I had to do a lot of work on her computer. Just constantly doing title searches. Went over to her house one day because she was in a panic because she couldn't do her title searches and her computer wasn't working and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like just horribly panicked about the whole thing, right? And she's like, if you could help me put in my checks. And I thought she had like 1 or 2 checks. No. She had like 100 checks that she needed to put in. And, like, they weren't no small potato checks either. I mean, a couple of them were like $70 or $80 here or there, but like, they were like $500 and $600 checks. Like, there was like 100 of them. I'm like, apparently I just need to be a title searcher for the rest of my life.
Ghosts have a decent chance of dropping runes. Because they can't drop much else.
I mean, title searching is important. I'll admit. Like, you definitely don't want to buy a house that's got like a lien on it or something, like, or like some sort of tax thing, or it's got like a fine or something, like, because then you're just buying the lien, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Popping a seal. As a berserker, sorry, I didn't see your message, Pauline. Paulino. I can't even pronounce that. Paulinho. It's like Ivanhoe. There you go. Paulinho. Paulinho.
Stave-a-ho.
Does our
Ivanhoe.
summon Necro have a +3 amulet?
I don't know. Ask him. There's a white monarch. Anybody still need a monarch? He said, as I berserker MF barb, I'm pretending to use Rune Master Axe plus Ist for stats. Cannot be frozen in second hand. I've actually heard that Rune Master is a decent choice for a Zerker barb, but it does also have a lot less damage, unfortunately. I think most of the people that do that go with an ethereal one and then they Zod it and then they throw Ists in there. There's any problem to use a sword in my main hand Grief, or is it going to be better? You can use the Grief in your main hand, yes, and it will not affect your Zerk. Zerk is only a single hand ability, so it only uses your main hand. So you don't have to worry about it messing up your Doojanks. The offhand weapon is literally just a stat stick. It doesn't matter. I'm running a 3090 right now. Mommy's regret.
What a name.
It didn't even click until you mentioned that it was the name.
Somebody came in here. This was like a year ago. There was a guy came in and he was talking all the time and asking questions and stuff, but his name was Stupid. Like literally, that was his name. And so I'm talking to him and I'm like, yeah, I was like, that's kind of how it works, Stupid. Like, you know, like, and it sounded like I was just being mean to him, but like that was his name. His name was Stupid. And then like every now and then there people were like, why are you being so rude to this guy? Don't call him Stupid. And I'm like, that's literally his name. His name is
It's like,
literally
I'm not
stupid.
being
Like,
mean.
I'm not being mean, alright? Stop it.
I remade it as 24.
If anything, he's being mean to you.
It was like there was a
That guy-
guy when I used to work back at Canon. He told us to call him Butters.
Does that guy who's running a Zerker need a Rune Master?
I don't know if he has one or not. He has a grief.
All right, I'm torn. Should I go play D&D or should I keep playing D2?
Why not both?
Because I have to leave. This is an in-person D&D group.
Bring your Nintendo Switch.
I mean, I think D&D is more of a personal social event, where this is more of a,
Maybe I'm just unique because I have ADHD, but I feel like I can do multiple tasks at the same time and still pay attention. So, like, I can sit there and I can play Diablo 2, like, on a handheld and still pay attention to everything that's going on.
If I could bring D2 with me, that would be an option. Because I also have the ADHD.
That's one of the things about ADHD people that I think pisses off non-ADHD people so much, is that it doesn't look like we're paying attention to you ever. But guess what? We are, okay? Everything that you've said, we heard. It used to piss my teacher off so bad because she would constantly call on me because she thought I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't. It didn't look like I was paying attention, but when she called on me, I always answered the question correctly because, you know what? You know why? Because I got that ADHD magic. I can pay attention to everything and do the stupid thing that I'm doing at the same time.
I managed to convince my teachers to stop doing that to me because I'd always make them bet me money.
Clicked on the portal because somebody put the damn portal right on top of Diablo, you douche.
Oh, I wish I'd thought of that, dude. I could have made so much money when I was a kid.
Were you paying attention? $5 if I get the right answer, right? Yeah, sure.
Your
I got
RPG
the right
names are
answer.
usually like
$5.
Lemon or Hambert. Lemon Hambert. I've always tended to go with, like, I don't know, just usually names that, like, for me, like Cody, which is like my middle name, or I would go with like the reverse of Cody, which is Wydock, or I would go with something else stupid like Sherwood, which is another one of my middle names. I have two middle names. Okay, don't judge.
You got that rich people problem.
Hey, what's the stealth rune word again? I forgot.
The what?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Talent.
Talent.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was originally going to be Daniel Sherwood, and when I was born, I came out with red hair. And my grandfather, who apparently was well aware that somewhere back in our lineage we were related to Buffalo Bill Cody, which is a long story. It's very strange, and it's not a direct relation. It's actually like one of his sisters or something. But when I popped out with red hair, like, he was like, he's got to have Cody in his name somewhere. Like, he has to. And so they sent the birth certificate back and were like, we need to add Cody on here. So then it became Daniel Sherwood Cody. And the legend was born.
Ta-dam!
But I did do research into the whole, like, where I'm supposedly related to Buffalo Bill Cody thing, and it's a little strange. So apparently Buffalo Bill Cody had two sisters. The two sisters were twins, and apparently they were part of his show. One of the sisters apparently fell off the horse during a trick show event where she was riding the pony. You know those, like, crazy horse riders that'll, like, jump off the horse and, like, land on the ground and then, like, jump back on, and then they're upside down and they're riding side saddle and, like, all that other crazy stuff. Apparently that's what they would do. Like, you know, like splits on two horses, and apparently they were really good at it up until a certain point when one of them fell off and died. Broke her neck.
Wow.
And apparently the other one went on to marry and have children. And apparently that's the kid. That's the like the reason why we're supposedly related to Buffalo Bill Cody. But I can't find like a direct link between me and them. Like, it's a little odd. I mean, I don't have like a
on the
I don't have like
me thing.
I don't have like a lineage chart or anything. But I don't know. It's weird. But it's supposedly somewhere back in that lineage, like that happened, and they married into the family. So the girl, the sister of Buffalo Bill Cody, married into our family somewhere back, and I can't figure out exactly who it was.
If that Zerker is in ladder and would like a 5-socketed Rune Master, I'm in Rune 1, Password 1.
If you want to find out about it, you could always do what I did. It was 23andMe. It's this DNA thing.
Yeah, it might be something that I do one day for fun. I've always kind of felt though that like once you get a certain distance back, like if you're related to everybody at that point. Like you go back more than a couple generations, and it just kind of gets like muddled.
You're like, wait a minute, my wife was, 7 generations ago, like related to me. What?
Ooh, F4 socket band catcher. That's an infinity base right there.
Ends up being some Joe Dirt stuff. She's my sister.
F4 socket man catcher is the most optimal infinity base.
If it makes you feel any better, it only takes like 2 or 3 generations of separation before it's no longer a problem. It's like your cousin, your second cousin or something like that, third cousin.
Yep.
Sweet, I'm gonna have to give a call to my second cousin then.
I just like how redheadism is like a disease.
West Virginia going on here.
It's like a disease that hides in the family. Like it's a recessive gene, so it doesn't always pop out, but it's like always there. So if you have like 4 kids, one of them can pop out with red hair.
If your second or third cousin is really hot, I'm not sure I can blame you.
I'm pretty sure at a certain point with cousins, like they're no longer related. Like I can't remember if it's third cousin or fourth cousin or something, but like there's a certain point at that point where they're no longer blood related. It gets to a certain point where they're too far away from you in lineage, and there's no blood relation whatsoever anymore.
Yeah.
They're just cousin. They're just cousins by name and not cousins by blood.
Correct.
Well, guys, thanks for the help. I've got to run and get some lunch. I'm starving.
Not a problem. Just let us know when you're back, and we'll continue helping.
The easiest way to prevent the crashes is to reduce the VFX lighting. VFX quality of VFX lighting to low. Honestly, it makes the game much more visible too. You can honestly see it. You can see a lot more. It's nice. You're on PS5. You should be able to still adjust settings on PS5. Go check. Well, there really is like no settings on the PS5 you can adjust.
Alright, I'm starting a swappy game. All of my stash
I mean, whose third cousins show up to like a family reunion anyway? Like family reunions are usually for what's considered blood relations. Like if you're not blood related, you're probably not showing up to a family reunion anyway.
Dropped you a portal, but I didn't actually click the bloody waypoint.
Is guided arrow magic or physical damage? Guided arrow is physical damage. Magic arrow is magic arrow damage. Guided arrow will transfer elemental damage if you have that. So like if you got chant or you're running like holy freeze or holy fire or holy shock or something like that, you know, like it will transfer the elemental damage that you have to the shot, but it's not going to It's not going to do any other damage other than physical by itself.
Did you already make the swap game, or do you want me to do it?
It's up. Ginger, if you could at everyone, please.
No! Okay, I guess. I've changed my
Time to overload Ginger's inventory again.
Inventory overload.
Elder Staff. Almost. I need to turn on my little fan. It's getting a little spicy in here. My computer heats up this room so freaking good. It's terrible.
Claw Viper Temple just doesn't want to play nice. Finally.
Bum 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 bum.
Portal
A
up.
martial arts assassin use ethereal claws that have no self-repair or indestructible mod, or do use skills use durability. Now, martial arts sin's not going to be able to get away with ethereal claws. No, sir. Blade Sin can, because the specifically this Blade Fury skill. This skill doesn't burn durability. This one does though, and this one does, but this one doesn't. So you can use Eth claws with this. Honestly, you're better off with like a ethereal flesh ripper though, or a where'd everybody get?
Still a swappy game, probably.
Oh yeah, that's right. That I need to tag that I totally didn't do.
Oh, how dare you!
Oh, I got 2 message requests.
Do you get that Palace Cellar waypoint?
Hey, Doofenshmirtz.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Fine.
My TP first back to center.
Alright,
TP up on Summoner.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yellow.
Oh, you first Wade? Nice.
Yeah. Got lucky.
There you go. The day Doofenshmirtz was added into the kinship. Just in time for a swap game.
Which one is it?
Circle.
Circle.
Don't be chasing
Circle,
platypuses around.
Over here. I found it.
Alright,
you can just
there
wait
we
for my TP, actually. That'll be easier.
Yeah, I can't keep up with your teleport speed. I don't have enough mana yet.
Wait, did I do the wrong swap game? Oh, no I didn't, okay. Oh, it's full. I can't drop anything. Oh, sadness.
I'm leaving now.
Nothing for you. Nothing for
Lost
you.
manana.
I'm out.
Y'all don't get nothing, and nothing for you. Look at all them juvies on the ground. Be clogging up the place with juvies.
Maybe third gear. He's the juvie man. You need juvies, he's got you.
Yeah.
Juvies, can't you see?
I build up a
Doombringer.
stash tab of juvies every day, so I just drop them.
Roth's
Since,
Buffs, don't mind if I
Juves
do.
are a potion. Wouldn't that make him a drug dealer?
Ooh, he called you a drug dealer. He called you out, son.
I'm the king of crack.
He
thank you very
called
much.
you out, son.
Yeah, the first stash tab is free.
A rainbow, freaking rainbow facet. A 3/5
Then he gets
poison.
you hooked.
You got a poison.
Oh, poison? Poison?
Yeah, 3/5 poison facet on the ground.
Nice.
Arma King Leoric too. Anybody need Arma King
They got
Leoric?
lightning facets they don't want.
Best summon wand in the game.
I'll take it if nobody else wants it. But I'm getting a rush right now.
Uh-oh, you're gonna be gone by the time we get back.
No.
Asuaya with plus 2 sockets. Sadness. An F Windhammer? What? What's the ED roll on this bad boy? Is
Any
it worth
F threshers?
Is it worth a
Use an F
Zod?
thresher.
Let's see. Though it rolls to 230, it's a 228. Holy crap, that is worth a Zod rune. Boy. Who dropped this on the ground?
Somebody who
Wonder if
doesn't
any of the
get-
druids want this.
I'm sure
If it's for Wind Druid, I would love it.
Yeah, it's literally a wind druid item. It's like a it's you use it basically what you do is you build the wind skills and then you actually use it on the werewolf with the wind skills and it like just spams twisters all over the place. But the damage output that it has is really nice. Like
also should have
I'll
decent
drop it back
crushing
on the
blow.
ground for right now, but
I hate you, Spider Forest.
Ah, yes, good old Act 3 maps.
It hates you back.
Sure does.
I actually had to run through the entire Great Marsh in
Wolfie,
a couple hours ago.
Yo.
what's your Sunder Charm?
70 lightning
Oh,
for my
never mind.
main. What do you got?
A 74.
Can't see anything at the stash.
yeah, careful about dropping too many items on the ground like those juvies too, because if it reaches a certain threshold, I've noticed that the game will just start deleting items as well.
Oh, well then,
goes-
I guess somebody start picking up and drinking the juvies.
Well, it's just that like you can't drop more than a certain number of items in the game before the game just like
Or-
spazzes out. I tested
There's
it
a
one
whole
time
bunch of
with
them.
I tested it one time with gold. I tried to drop as much gold as I could on the ground. And like once I reached a certain size or number of gold piles on the ground, it just like deleted them all.
Let me know when there's a slot open in the swap game, and I'll come grab that Wind Druid stuff.
I mean, are you a melee wind druid or are you a windy, like pure windy druid?
I'm not sure which is better.
Ginger, do you want rubies and amethysts for your crafting?
Clicky clicky the good bitty.
Oh, let me drop my stuff and get out of here. Drop that Leviathan too if anybody wants that Leviathan. Alright, I'm hopping out of here. Too much stuff on the ground.
Good bid.
Guys, the Bloodcrafter weapon is just an ore instead of a soul, right?
To do what?
What?
Bloodcrafter weapon. I'm just
Chad,
wondering
you
if
found a
it's more of an
JMod
ore,
shield?
right?
Nice. JMod with blocking are like highly valuable, Chad.
Has anyone found a Trang's belt?
Stop it. Slobbering all over me.
Thought I saw one, but I don't have it anymore.
JMods can be used for just about anything. Like these days with the Sunders, they work really good with 4 facets in them.
Portal up for flare.
It's a very powerful item for a lot of characters is to just take a JMod and throw 4 facets in there of the particular element that you're looking for and just roll with it.
Portal up for flare waypoints. I don't remember giving it to you.
Oh yeah, I ran Ice Boson last season, killed Jaden, and it was very effective. I freaking loved the Ice Boson. I did, like, got her all the way to level 99, even.
Relatively quickly too.
Hey, I'm 1,147 on the ladder. Look at that. And on the Assassin ladder, I am number 108.
Sick.
Yeah.
Found sewers level 2 super quick.
It's hard to believe there's only one level 99 assassin so far. Like
Heart up.
there's like no... There's pretty much like no assassins on the board for the top. Everybody just picks sorceresses and paladins.
Always do. The meta build.
I mean,
Portal up.
Found a +1 Jav skiller. Just make a game. Say Jav skiller for trade and see if you can get something for it. I'm sure somebody will hop in. Javazons are always popular. You're never gonna not have popular, like Javazons during a season. They're just too easy to make, to be honest with you.
Oh.
420 fish sticks. We have what's called swap games that we run for the Kinship, and right now that swap game is full, and like just has like tons of people in it pulling out stuff. Eventually, when we no longer have people in here, like pulling from what's on the ground, we will open the game for public so you guys can go grab some stuff. But as of right now, we still have Kinship members in here grabbing things, so we're not going to open it up yet. If you hang around, though, I will put the username and password, or the game name and password in chat for y'all. And you can come in and grab what's left. You get the sloppy seconds, okay? All right? And don't complain about the sloppy seconds either.
That's how it works. Or join the Kinship.
If you want the first, you got to join the Kinship and agree to the rules. Oh, that is a nice Druid Circle tiara. 2+2, 29 strength, 75 mana. Wow.
That is really nice.
It's a lot of strength, a lot of mana.
Okay. Should be clear. Come get your body.
Honestly, though, a nearly perfect F Windhammer Ogre Maul is like... it's a little rare. Zod that bad boy and demolish. I know, because I used one season, and it does so much damage. Like, I used Stormlash on my other hand. I had a nice Stormlash, and I had a pretty good jewel in it, too, I think.
You get that flail?
And the Windhammer out DPS that Stormlash by miles.
Someone
Oh, I thought I
running
grabbed
through a
it.
game?
What?
You guys need help, Solo?
What?
Oh, we're good. Gotta keep the player count low. My character can't push too much.
You know what? AJ donated a bunch of
normal
money
or
today,
nightmare?
and I'm feeling generous. Let's
Well, I can carry 5 through Nightmare pretty easy.
let's do this. I'm gonna give out some memberships today. Giving out some memberships. Do 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 do. Let's go. Bink, bink. How many memberships should we give out? Let's give out 10 memberships. That sounds like fun. 10 members. 10 new Chinchilla emote spammers. That's what we're gonna have here
funny.
in a second.
Come on over, Sabrina. It's right here.
Bam. There you go. 10 gifted memberships. Let's see who gets them today.
Hey, I got a membership.
A lot of names I recognize. Pablo, Baylor, Queedle Can't Be, which I can never say the beginning of your name. Kai, Hungry Greek Mexican, Nick. Memberships. What's memberships? I like that. That actually is really cool. Memberships. That I could totally like build around that. Memberships. Come on down to the farm where we got some memberships. Lots of chonchies everywhere. Chinchillas all in your hair. The Act 2 Merc is winning. The Act 5 Merc is close behind. Alright, let's come on. Emotes out. You guys got access to all these beautiful Chinchilla emotes now. Come on. Come in. Come in. There you go. I start you off with some chonkers. That's the chonkers emote. We got a heckin' chonk. He's a lay chonk. He's got extra chonk on his chonk. Don't be jealous of lay chonkers, alright? He's doing his best. He's living his good chonk life. Alright?
He be straight chonking.
He knows how to chonk. That's what he does. He's
Chonk master chonk.
Oh yes, the chonk master. Supreme. If you guys have never seen the lay chonk, I think I have a picture, like a big picture of the lay chonk. He's quite chonky. That's why I turned him into an emote. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, FYI, Wolfie.
Yep.
I may disconnect at any point in time. I'll still be on voice, but my character might disconnect. It happens sometimes when we drive.
He said, "Peace, suckers."
While you're driving.
Well, my teammate's driving, so I'm connected to my phone's hotspot.
What are you on, a Steam Deck?
Yes, sir.
Dang, all right.
I'm actually kind of enjoying the controller style play.
They
It's a
got
little
they
weird
have
getting
it
used to
they have
teleporting,
it set up
but
really good. It's really what it is.
Yeah.
They set it up really good. I will admit
really
they
enjoyed
did
it
a good job on
Paladin.
the controller. And there's certain classes that have like so many buttons to press, like a million frickin' trillion buttons, and like so it works really good on
Portal up.
them. The
Yeah,
assassin
it's a little
specifically.
weird trying to aim. Yeah, it's a little weird trying to aim stuff like curses or teleports. But otherwise, I mean, it's really not too bad. And everything else is great. So, you know.
Ooh, Pitts TZ.
Pits. Man, I cannot find the lay chonkers. That's terrible. I feel like I failed you guys. I feel like I have
Literally
failed.
just find my way to the front.
Failed.
I did.
I failed.
Oh, here we are. Portal up.
Oh. I literally just dropped that on the ground. I didn't know if we were doing it. That's another thing. Trying to target, pick up stuff off the ground can be a challenge.
Hey, what's up, Hijackal? I'm having a good day. Yes, sir. I'm having fun. My throat feels a little bit better than normal. Doing good. All right, let's check out. Oh, dang it. Did I click on a freaking pub game? Yeah, dang it. I did click on a pub game like an idiot.
Alright, let's see what you get.
All right, let's see what's left in this game before we open it
How
up.
many swings you gotta take at that soulstone? Jeez.
Oh, dang. We still got lots of people in here.
Move your character or something.
Give myself some attack rating. It's because I didn't have it set for with controller. You have to like line it up in order to hit.
19% spike thorns, not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad for Nightmare Rune. Congrats, man.
Michael, welcome to the Kinship. I mean, well,
Valves.
the memberships.
Yep, they're good.
The member. Oh God, who brought a moonfall to the swap game? You're banned.
Greetings.
Why is that?
It's probably one of the worst items in the game. Oh,
Any
dear Lord
nature's
Jesus.
pieces?
It's so bad. It's like it literally. I literally made a video, and the video is literally like worst items in the game or worst unique items in the game, and that was like one of the top ones. So bad. I stream on both platforms all the time. Sedated. I always dual stream. I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. As you can see up here in the God, freaking it's mirrored, so it's the wrong way. This way for me, but it's that way for you. Up there in the corner. See it? See? 52 Twitch, 48 YouTube. But I think it's actually wrong because that's not correct, which means it must not be updating like it's supposed to because it never does. Refresh cache of current page. You gonna update? You gonna do your? You gonna do it? You're not gonna do it. Okay. Well, don't do it then.
Breathe.
Refresh.
I couldn't grab him before my HP was pretty well.
Oh, you should be able to get him now.
Oh, right. There we go. Nabbed him.
Why is it not working? Let's try that one more time. Refresh.
Saigons.
Oh, now there's 0 on YouTube because that makes sense.
Diggins. We always like Diggins.
I have
Shadow
more than
Discipline
0
Killer.
on YouTube. Okay. There we go. Now it's right. There you go.
Ring.
Ginger, do you want a Shadow Discipline Skiller?
I actually dropped that on the ground in the swap. That was me. I did it.
I just found another one.
You wouldn't happen to have an IO, would you, Yoho?
No, I don't have any IOs yet. I haven't had time to run
Anyone in
any
a squad
nightmare.
room got an eld rune?
I have one. If you want to come to GR3, usual password.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright, there's only one person left in here, so I'm going to drop the name in chat if you guys want to come in and grab some of these doojanks.
Oh,
You're more
Ginger,
than-
you got an eld while you're in this game. Please.
You're more than welcome to grab these doojanks. I can't give you one of my precious eld runes, sir. Like, if you needed a jaw or a burr or something, like, I could maybe swing it, but you're not getting one of my elds. Those things are too precious. They are too precious.
Did anybody snag the King Leoric arm?
I did.
There's the game name and password. If you guys want to come in and snatch some stuff, you're more than welcome to anything that's on the ground. Just go ahead and grab it. In fact, if you want to drop
we
something,
got a summon necro that's not on, and he doesn't have anything like that.
if you want to drop something on the ground, feel free to drop something on the ground, and then maybe somebody else can pick up the item that you don't need, because it's a swap game, and that's what swap games are. Take an item, take a penny, leave a penny, right? Take a penny, leave a penny. Take a penny, leave a penny, put a penny in the bank. Count the pennies, roll the pennies, put them in the tank. Take the pennies to the bank and put them in the bank.
Alright, up here. Yo.
No, there's no
Take the
limitation on
portal.
what will drop, Travis. The drops that Diablo make are just random. You got to understand that when you kill Diablo and he rolls to drop items, like for instance, if he drops some chain boots, gauntlets, a short bow, and like a sallet, like it can't be a Wizarddraw. Wizardraw's not going to fall because the only thing that could ever happen is that the frostburn, the gauntlets can upgrade to frostburns, the chain boots can upgrade to treads of Thethon, the short bow can upgrade to a pluck eye, and so forth and so on. Like he has to actually drop the long battle bow, I think is what it is for the Wizarddraw.
Alright, next portal.
So the only
portal.
time
Come
that
on up,
he
Sabine.
the only time that he will drop
Drop a TP for me once you're here too.
like kind of like fail to drop an item, like it has to be like a long battle bow has to fall from Diablo, and then once that long battle bow falls from Diablo and it doesn't roll into a Wizarddraw, then that's the only time you actually failed to roll.
So, will any of these guys drop a town portal?
Is this a new first tier saw?
Oh, I'm smart. Portal up on your body. I had an emergency town portal scroll in the stash. Or my inventory tab.
You guys in your rush games in the middle of like the main voice channel.
Oh, we can jump to another one. Should we jump to another one, Wolf?
Yeah, we
that
can
would
go
be
down.
polite. I think that would be polite.
I'm in your game, Ginger.
Oh no, he's coming. I'm running.
No, I mean I'm in GGN EXP.
Oh.
Running the pit.
Which number did we leave off on?
I just made one. I don't know where y'all were. I just got home.
Oh. Meow. I mean, I'm pretty sure when I looked up the drop odds on Wisdom Draw the other day on Silo's pen, it was like 1 in 200 and some odd doojanks. Let me look it up again just to be sure. So 200% magic find, bosses, unique item, Wisdom Draw. You know what? Let's do this on stream so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Beepity beepity boo. This is where I like to go for my drop odds. I'm sorry for the blinding white light. All right, so 200% magic find, players 1, unique item, Wisdom Draw right here. All right, find. Sort by probability. Right? So quest flag, that means that you actually have to have the quest to kill him, so that's not right. So we're going to go down to the non-quest flag kill, which is 1 in 231 times. Right? So if we go just strictly by probability, if we say like, okay, you have to, you know, kill him 231 times to get a guaranteed drop. Now that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a guaranteed drop, but you've said that you've killed him 80 times so far and you haven't gotten it. Well, you're, what is that, like 100 and some odd shy of the total number that you would need to guarantee yourself a drop, basically, from the drop odds.
The drop statistics don't quite work like that.
Yes,
You're gonna need to go up
and that's why I said that it doesn't necessarily. That's why I said it doesn't necessarily work that way. So you can actually do 231 runs and not get the item. You can also technically do 1 run and get the item. Like, you know, it's just whatever your luck is for that particular day. But theoretically, if you do 231 runs, you should see at least 1 Wisdom Draw in that time period. You've done 80 so far, which is a lot, but not necessarily enough to say that you can, like, you know, you just haven't found one or you're not going to find one. Some of these items have the most ridiculous drop odds in the world. Like it's like 1 in 723,452. Like it's pretty much like winning a pick 3 at the grocery store and getting like $50,000 or something. Like, you know, it's it's pretty rare. But not getting it in 80 times is perfectly legitimately a thing. You're just rather unlucky.
Especially if you're running solo.
Yes. If you run in a group, you're going to have better odds because the no drop rolls decrease and you end up with better drops. Obviously, you could help out people on quest runs, and the quest drop odds are better also. So, I mean, there's also that. I usually see like 2 or 3 or 4 wisdom draws like within a couple weeks of ladder. I think we've already had like 3 or 4 drop. If you're online and I find one, I'll more than happy to hand it to you, Travis. In fact, maybe somebody in chat has a wisdom draw chilling in their stash they're not using. Could be a nice person and you could drop it off to the Travis. There you go, Doofensmirts in Twitch chat said he has one. Why don't you hook up with Doofensmirts? The smirts of the Doofin. Oh, you're playing solo. That's right, I remember you telling me you were playing solo. In that case, if you're solo, you're just going to have to get it to drop for yourself. Just going to have to farm it. Just going to have to farm. Farm till Daddy takes the T-Bird away.
PC away.
What? Oh, it takes the PC away?
Yep.
Well, I was doing T-Bird because I wanted to tie it back into the to the song, but you know, it's a good song. I used to listen to Beach Boys all the time. Yes, player count will have an effect on it as well.
So if you can kill him on players 3, 5, or 7, do that.
I used to love that they would, like on Full House, like the Beach Boys would just show up every now and then and just start singing songs. Wasn't what's his name, like, I don't want to say he was in the band, but, like, he was loosely associated with the band in some way. Was it Joe? I can't even remember the name of the character now. Joey?
That was the other uncle.
Not Joey, the other one.
John Stamos?
Stamos. Yeah, I think his name was Stamos. He wasn't Stamos on the show though, was he?
No, that was his real name. Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse. Jesse. Yeah, wasn't Jesse like loosely related with the band or something? Because he was always singing with them and stuff. I can't remember.
I thought he was the Elvis guy.
I mean, he kind of looks like Elvis, yeah, a little bit.
He just sang Elvis all the time on the show.
What's Full House?
Full House is a television show.
Old television show.
I get an answer to my question right now.
Chaos is up if you want to land.
Apparently he was in the Kokomo video.
Way down in Kokomo. Sorry, had to.
Yeah, he was in the Kokomo video, apparently, in John Stamos. Oh. Big fan, apparently. He really liked the band when he was younger. And then he actually played in the band's 1988 Kokomo video. That's what I said. He's not, like, in the band or anything, but he was, like, loosely associated with the band. And then in Full House, they would, like, show up all the time and, like, play on the TV show.
You want in Chaos?
Yeah, I'll come with you guys. I didn't know he was in the Kokomo video. That's pretty cool. I'll have to rewatch the old Kokomo video and see if I can play spot the I instantly potted too. Didn't even think about it. Junks is trying to set me up. You see this? Yeah, he asked me down to Chaos just so he could burn me with a fire shrine.
See him giggling back there going, watch this.
I got Wolfie the other day. He was in Chaos. I was like, hey Wolfie, come to the waypoint. He thought I had something boring, which I did, but it was a fire shrine.
Dude, we had when I was younger, we used to play pranks all the time. And we got a hold of some double-sided tape. And we thought it would be a good idea to put that double-sided tape on the toilet seat. Oh, Lord, my freaking sister sat down and she never got back up again. I don't even think she knew it was there until, like, after she finished. And she went to go get up. She couldn't get up. She started screaming.
It's horrible.
One I've seen floating around the internet that's really horrible is the saran wrap underneath of the toilet seat. Like, so you can't see it. You stretch it real nice and thin so you can't see it, and then they go to sit down.
Bounce up
And
on 'em.
they pee or poo, and it just hits the freaking saran wrap, and it comes right back up. That one's terrible. Wish I knew what I knew now, like about sticky stuff. Like, easiest way to get sticky stuff off is just a bunch of oil. Like, we had like some traps because we had these big bugs coming in. They're like sticky traps, and all of the bugs were getting stuck on the traps. And then for some reason, I guess one of them big, like I think they're called red tail or blue tailed skinks, I think is the name of them. Like, they're kind of big lizards that like to hang out in brick walls and stuff like that. And he came in and he got stuck on there, and I was trying to figure out how the hell I was going to get this damn thing off. I just poured a bunch of corn oil on top of him and just rubbed it in, and he popped right off. Threw him outside. That boy came inside, got stuck on a sticky trap, got a massage with oil and everything, and then I put him back outside.
Did you see him again a week later?
Oh yeah, he's outside. Found a girl he was humping. Making more little skink babies.
You making the next one?
Yeah.
I'm about to level. It'll be a higher terror zone anyways.
Nice. You can finally make the 96s.
93.
Oh.
Oh yeah, crafting.
So I can dump my jewels on you now.
I've still got a whole bunch of yours.
Well, when you hit 93, they're yours. What are you talking about?
Well, I won't dump any more on you. How about that?
I don't like this.
I don't like that. I got 2 stashes full.
Hey, they are helping the kinship, okay? And you got on some of them fancy crafted amulets we be making. Come on now.
Yeah, I got a blocking one.
I saint.
I could honestly respec with that blocking one if I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm getting close to
It's
using up
I
one of
probably
my
would.
getting close to using up one of my respecs myself.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering it.
I just need to min-max out. Like, I really like to get a solid amulet before I min-max out, but
I respect the first time because I was summoning, but then once I went windy, I had to respect.
it's the windiest of druids.
Then I used my second respect for max block.
Someone needs some Beano if he's windy.
Because there will be no gas.
It's up.
Just anal leakage.
It's gross.
Seepage, not leakage.
That episode of frickin' Seinfeld always cracked me up. He's eating them, like, diet chips or whatever. Seinfeld's like, you know those things cause anal leakage, right? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, read the back of the package. It says it right on the back of the package. Uh-oh, I found a precious eld rune.
Ooh, I found a steel shade.
I'm in the money. I'm in the money. I got a eld rune and I can make a hustle now.
Have you tested if it works on a merc yet?
What, hustle?
The evade.
Oh, the armor? No, I haven't tested the armor yet.
I'm curious about that. I mean, I doubt we're gonna actually see them do the evade motion.
I mean, the easiest way is to take them to some some gloams and keep teleporting them back, so they have to run toward the gloams. They should technically evade the lightning. You'd have to just continually pull them away, though, because as soon as they stand still, it would, you know, obviously stop working and they'd die. Ooh, an amulet from Grand Visor.
Mars?
Garbage. It wasn't unique, it was rare.
Oh. Heavy belt. Is that a Rothus? Yes.
Hydra has really good single target damage, Valrasa, but like I don't like its AoE damage. Like when you get into big groups, like if you're fighting the cows or you're doing chaos or something and there's a lot of monsters spread out all over the place, the damage on it gets spread out all over the place too. And so you end up with this like really weird situation where yeah, it does really nice single target, but like not really that great AoE. Black Bog's shop. The sharp of the Black Bog. You know what I always think of whenever I see that item?
I'll put a maggot hole in your belly.
That's right. That's how I think. That's how my brain works. Oh god, please don't kill me. Fanaticism, right off the bat. I wasn't even prepped on my charges or nothing. Still using Meteor. I mean, the spool up time's not the issue on Hydra because they kind of fixed it. You know, there's no delay anymore, and you can just bap. You can bap them out real quick. Main issue is just they just don't do good damage unless you're attacking a single target. If they can all focus on one target, the damage is amazing. But most of the time they can't focus on one target because like there's just so much going on the screen at any given moment.
I feel like even on multiple targets, it does pretty well in like Stony Tomb, but it kind of melts some skeletons so fast.
Like when I think about it doing poorly, I'm usually thinking about like cows. Like you take a Hydra Sorceress into the cows, and they just doesn't work out. Like the fire's going everywhere, it's spreading all over the place, and then you're just not killing things as quickly as you should be. I mean, maybe I guess a Hydra Sorc could probably be a Fireball Sorc at the same time, so you could be checking off them fireballs yourself. I can't remember what the synergies are for Hydra, but isn't it Fireball and Fire Bolt?
Yep.
So yeah, you could probably just be shooting off some really nice fireballs. Some balls. And Fireball has much better AoE damage than Firebolts. It's a hell of a lot better in terms of AoE output.
Well, I got a non-eth lacerator.
No, I don't. No particular preference on running this by myself or with you guys. If you guys want to come with me, you're more than welcome to come with me.
I'm enjoying the pit by myself.
Honestly, I'm just having fun murdering everything.
I hopped back on non-ladder last night for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Mess around and see how how my Frost Novasaurs from last season did since they nerfed the Cold Mastery. She still does fine.
I mean, she'd still wreck against everything except for cold immunes.
I mean, even on cold immunes, she's still got enough bosses.
I mean, if you ever join like a 96 TV
Skillers,
campaign,
negative resist.
it's full of sorcerers who teleport all around.
I mean, I could tell it was a little weaker, but it didn't like break her or anything. I'm sure if I wasn't running a whole bunch of bosses, it might be different.
Oh, demon hides. Oh wow, nice resistances, but no run walk. 34 cold, 37 fire.
Nice.
I don't favor sorceress at all. You guys rarely ever see me play a sorc. I did on my solo self-found run. I mean, like I did a solo self-found P8 sorc run, and it was a little dicey there toward the end, but I managed to pull it off. I couldn't have had worse luck on magic finding though. Like I swear, like I even found a blade of Alibaba. I was using that to get better drops, but like just could not get any good drops for my sorceress. Like just nothing good was dropping. I think I finished that with like the worst equipment. I did find a pair of Frosties. I was a fire sorceress, so I definitely could have used some mage fists, but whatever.
Server's going down.
I doubt it.
Ithid rune. The rune of the Ith. In a world of runes, the Ith rune is the king of the bottom. Yeah, I was like super dead. Dropped a whole bunch of garbage though.
Dropped a flawless ruby though.
He did draw a flawless ruby, and I took it.
I think I made it up there just in time to get the experience of him dying.
Nice. Leeching EXP. He's proud of it too.
Yes, I am.
Proud to be a leecher. I'm gonna take that EXP. Put it down on my bar, and I'm not even gonna see anybody crying about it, no, 'cause I don't really care. Put that EXP in my bar. I'll do a craft up 2 amulets real quick. Bing, bing. Need an Amalam, and I need a Rallapal. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. +2 Sorc.
Faster or safety?
Oh, it was just a blue one that I gambled. +1 Assassin with 5% faster rock and some leech. No mana. I mean, no resistances though. A 10% faster cast amulet with 10 attack rating and 10 life and 20 mana and 5 mana regeneration and 5 mana stolen. Why is everything a multiple of 5? 5, 10, and 20. They're all multiples of 5. Everything on the amulet is a multiple of 5. It's got to be some sort of glitch in the matrix right there. I guess I'll keep the assassin one in case somebody wants one. You already down there, Blackwell? No, you're not. You're doing Trav. Don't die. That's right, GGM the Bard. If my voice doesn't get better, I might not be singing to anybody. Keeps cutting out like a bad McDonald's drive-through microphone.
Rain, Jamie. Mana.
What's up, berserkers? You gonna die. What's up, berserkers? Pizza pie. You know what? That sounds really good. I think I want some pizza today. I think today's the day I'm gonna order some pizza. That sounds good. Do something like some Domino's or some Papa John's or something. I don't know. I'd do Pizza Hut, but they never seem to like. I don't know what it is about Pizza Hut delivery. Oh, by the way, I do have a horror game to play today. It was actually sent to me by Feardemic Games, and it looks pretty good. It's on Nintendo Switch, and I wonder if I could bring it up. I was gonna play this on stream today. Thought it would be fun. I know you guys prefer Diablo, but I like doing my horror games too. Activate. There it is. It's called Remorse the List. It's on Nintendo Switch. Apparently it's like a first-person shooter, like survival horror game, which I thought could be pretty fun. Just came out, I think it was the 22nd. It came out on the 22nd. They sent me a review code or a copy or whatever. And they were like, you know, you could do like a review of the game. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just play it on stream. Like, I'll wait until after the embargo and we'll play it and we'll have some fun. So you guys can look forward to that. I'll play that probably later tonight. Probably like 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. We'll see. So how's your witch hunter doing? Thought I heard somebody whispering there for a second. Oh, doing good? Alright. Alright. The Demon Whisperer. Deep within the darkest jungle, one man can make a difference. But first he must learn the art of the Demon Whisperer. Communing with the demons themselves and requesting the honor of the Rohamajanon. One demon will answer, but is it the demon that he expected?
Sounds like you're doing the voice for Scorcher in Tropic Thunder.
Not even death.
I'm sorry, you can continue. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead, man.
Okay. This is going pretty well. I can solo farm things, so that's nice.
And do bail too?
Were you the
yeah.
you're the Fizz one, right? You got your wind force.
Yes.
Nice. You just working on your faith, huh?
Right. Yeah.
So you just need, a jaw and a low and
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just need the jaw. I have the alt for it.
Oh, all right. Look at you, fancy.
Here's your belt.
Wow, look at that. Now I just need the helmet.
I haven't found a helmet in a while. What is Steel Shade even good for?
Isn't that the Magic Find helmet?
No, you're thinking of Steel Skull.
Oh, it's the Fire Absorb helmet. It's Life Leech.
Yeah,
It's Life. Oh, well, it's Mana Leech, unfortunately. If they changed it to the Life Leech, it'd be a hell of a lot more useful. But
Yes.
it's Fire Absorb. That's really all it's good for. It's just the Fire Absorb.
Well, the Dwarf Star is Fire Absorb too.
Well, you can't put a Dwarf Star on a Mercenary, though.
Be a lot cooler if you could.
One helmet can make the two.
And it comes in latex.
Boom, 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 boom. I actually thought there was a really cool build for a mercenary that I'd kind of planned out in my head, never actually done. So there's that one helmet, the Dark Sight helmet that has the chance to cast hits blind target on the the enemies.
The dim vision one.
Yeah, and then there's another armor that you can make. It's called Gloom, and Gloom also has a chance to cast dim vision on when struck. And so you throw those two things on the mercenary, and everything that touches him at any point is just going to get blinded, because he's got two blind effects on him that are constantly proccing on everything that hits him. And you just have a mercenary just running around blinding everything all the time. I think it would probably be pretty broken, because if he is blinding everything, then he's probably not going to die, not unless something really big just come and donks him. But blind works on everything except for the elites, so you'd have a pretty easy time. It would make a pretty good tank too, because I mean, if the goal of a tank is just simply to make it so that the monsters, number one, obviously don't kill the tank, and number two, obviously don't kill you. It seems like blinding everything is a pretty good way to make a tank just do his job and be a tank. I mean, he's not technically tanking. The monsters just can't find him because they're all blind. But, okay, that's besides the point. Conviction Vengeance Paladins are a little bit hard to build because they're so weapon dependent. If you don't have a good weapon, you're not going to do well on a Conviction Vengeance Paladin. It's got to be very high physical damage. That is the most important thing. Very, very, very high physical damage. Yeah, Wostave would be a good choice, but does Wostave have any lifesteal on it? Because you would probably want some lifesteal.
I can't carry anymore.
Like, because I was thinking about the weapon too, and I'm like, what weapon would you put on there to, like, capitalize on this build? Wostave would definitely capitalize on the whole, like, blinding and making everything. That would definitely be a way. I guess you could always socket it. You could always find an F Wostave and double upgrade it into a into the elite form, the Great Poleaxe, and then you could socket it with an Amrune to get the extra life leech. The only problem with Wostave is it really doesn't have a lot of damage. But maybe F double upgraded. It might work out. I am not a Diablo partner, Sex Caliber, but thank you for, you know, assuming that I am. That's very kind of you. But that's totally not. That's not a thing. I am not. I am not a Diablo partner. Would be cool if I was. I have met a couple other Diablo partners that are not as high in the subscribers or viewers or as me, and I don't really know why they got chosen and I didn't, and I try not to be jealous about it or anything. I try not to be hateful.
Because of your extreme sexual attraction.
Whoa.
They couldn't handle it.
Whoa. Whoa. What's going on right now?
I think you got an admirer.
Just had to go for whatever was funniest.
I mean, I have no clue what they look at specifically, to be honest with you. I mean, some people that I've seen that are partners barely have, like, more than 2,000 or 3,000 Twitch subscribers. Or followers, I guess. I've seen some that are strictly YouTube and have only, like, 1,000 or 2,000 subs, like, and barely put out any content or videos. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure what that's about either. And then I've seen, you know, like some of us that are pretty popular, like we don't have any Diablo partnerships either, like Sweet Phil. I think he's double my subscriber count. He doesn't have a partnership with Blizzard either. And Extimus does not, although I get the sneaking suspicion that even if they did contact Extimus and ask him to be a partner, he would decline. He seems to have a fervent hate for Blizzard in general. Like his videos, though. His videos are nice, but get him on the topic of Blizzard, and he'll start cussing. He's got a couple posts on his Twitter page. You don't even have to take my word for it. You can just go look at his Twitter page, and he's got a couple posts on there where he's cussing out Blizzard. Trying to remember like a couple other people, but there's a couple other streamers that don't have Diablo partnerships that probably should, and there's also a couple streamers that I've seen that have Diablo partnerships that really just don't deserve them. Like, I won't name any names because I don't want to start a flame war or anything, but...
You ever think maybe they just don't like bald people and gingers?
One thing in particular I've noticed is that it seems like Diablo seems to have kind of like a partnership with Maxroll. And, like, there's quite a few content creators on Maxroll that are not popular. Like, not to name any names or anything, but, like, they do content creation, and they've gotten, like, partnerships, like, despite really not being that popular. And I think it's just simply because of their association with Maxroll. And, you know, because Dobrunsky is part of Maxroll, and then, like, other, you know, streamers that are less popular are also part of Maxroll. And then they seem to also have Diablo partnerships, despite the fact that they're... And I'm pretty sure it's just because they're all part of Maxroll, and there seems to be some kind of partnership with Maxroll specifically.
I didn't know Dobrunsky was part of Maxroll.
Yeah, if you go to the Maxroll page, there's like a like an Our Team button, and if you go to the Our Team button, it shows you all the people that are considered to be part of the team of Maxroll, and Dobrunsky is on that list.
I knew Macro was. I think Ula used to be. Maybe you're wrong on that.
I haven't looked at the list in a while, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I think
No macro is.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on there. I think there's I think T.O.'s on there. I don't know. If you pull it up right now, I'm sure that you can take a look at the list and see what's going on. Vidalis Snare, yucky. I don't know. I did also see a message on Twitter like one day that Pez Radar, apparently they were looking to choose new Diablo partners. So I got really jealous. Trix got sent a because Trix is a Diablo partner. Me and Trix are kind of have like a little partnership going, by the way. So if you guys play hardcore Diablo, anytime I get a chance, I'll mention it. If you guys play hardcore Diablo, Trix is a streamer on YouTube. Her name is Trix Megistus, and she does hardcore streams and stuff like that. Pretty cool lady. Anyway, she was on stream one day, and she's like, look what Diablo sent me for being a Diablo partner. And it was like this really cool leather bomber jacket, and I'm like, I want a freaking Diablo bomber jacket. And she like opened it up, and there was like a cute little like label on the inside that had like the level requirements and like the stats. And I'm like, I've never been so jealous in my whole life.
Does our hardcore ladder team know about this?
Yeah, I was telling them about Trix. I told them to hop over there and see if they needed anything. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure that she'd probably have some stuff up for trade, you know.
Oh, Rune.
Hey, 6 enchant orb. Nice, J-Preg. Free buff. Those are pretty in high demand right now, too. If you don't need it, I'm pretty sure you can trade that off to somebody. A 6 enchant pre-buff orb is going to be like high dollar right now with all the enchant sorts floating around.
I am overburdened.
I was looking for one last season. Never did find it.
Oh wow, a +2 assassin claw with Fool's Mod and mana leech on it. Wonder if that like it could be useful for anybody. It's a pair of regular claws, so it can still be upgraded, but it doesn't have any ED on it. But if you're specifically not worried about ED and all you really want is just the +2 skills and the attack rating, so you can land your hits. Like, you know, 1500 attack rating is a lot of damn attack rating, and it does have +2 skills.
Good for a whirlwind assassin. What is that? Fury or no? It's chaos.
Chaos, right. Yeah.
Assassin is not my.
Well, I mean, I'll hold on to it just, you know, because that ornate plate for some more 35k in the bank. 35k in the bank. 35k in the bank. Yeah, Trix mainly streams on Twitch. I got a link to her YouTube channel, though. She doesn't have very many YouTube subscribers, so if you do get a chance to go over there and subscribe, you know, you should do that.
Is it TRIX?
Yeah, Trix Megistus. There's a link on my YouTube channel to her page, so.
I'll turn your stream off for a second. Look for it. Subscription.
I wonder if an F ornate plate is still worth 35k. It is still worth 35k.
Visit channel. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, she mainly just posts clips on YouTube though, so like her main stuff is on Twitch.
You got 1,000 or 1,840 subscribers.
Yeah, she's not like she's not super big on YouTube. A lot bigger on Twitch. That's what I'm saying.
And only 192 on your live. Well, if I'm subscribed on your live. And now.
Your best bet to find that, Joshua, is to go search in Act 1 and Act 2 normal difficulty. The eye level of a head has a large amount to do with what skills roll on the head. So, for instance, if you're a Necromancer and you're looking for Skeleton and Skeleton Mastery, what level are those skills? They're level 1, right? So to find a head with those on there and limit all the factors so that you can get that particular head, your best bet is just to go to Act 1 where none of the other skills can roll. You get a really low eye level head, and because the eye level of the head is so low, it literally will not roll with any of the upper skills on it. And so when it goes to roll the skills, it's going to choose from just those basic level 1 skills. It's going to choose from Skeleton, Skeleton Mastery, Corpse Explosion, and Amplify Damage, which are the only level 1 skills available. Oh, and Bone Armor. So there's a very good chance that you can find a head in Act 1 that will have those specific skills on them. You just got to run around murdering everything. My advice to you would be to take a 0 magic find, because you don't want them to turn blue. Take a 0 magic find Paladin that has Holy Shock, Holy Freeze, or Holy Fire. My suggestion would be Holy Fire, because Holy Fire has a larger radius. And just walk around Act 1 murdering literally everything. And doesn't really take a whole lot, because Holy Fire gets some pretty high damage numbers, and before you know it, you just one-shot everything on the screen. And then check every single head that you find. You will eventually start finding some heads with that have some pretty sweet, like skeleton mastery going on. And like I said, 0 magic find, because you don't want them to turn into blues or rares or anything. You just want them to be, you know, regular whites. And then once you find it, throw a throw a splendor in there, so you get the +1 skills, and then you'll end up with a nice +4/+4. Yeah, the higher level heads have a chance to roll upper skills. So, like, when you get into the higher level zones, you know, you've got, like, Fire Golem, and you've got all that other crazy doojanks on there. You can customize, like, the skills on the head by going to the right zone. Is there a good way to farm up an Enigma on a Summon Necromancer? Yeah, gamble an amulet that has teleport charges on it, and profit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've played many Summon Necromancers, and you really don't need an Enigma to play a Summon Necromancer. All you need is a good tele-ami, preferably one that has plus the skills on it, and just tele your army with the tele-ami. Like, if you've got a decent amount of magic find or gold find equipment, you can very easily maintain the amulet. You just won't be able to just spam it willy-nilly, but you'll still be able to use it whenever you need it. Honestly, Jaw and Burr are just kind of like outside of most people's purview, especially if you're solo or offline or something like that. It's going to take you a long time of farming like Trav and stuff like that to eventually get you all the runes that you need to trade up to something like that. I wouldn't send you on a fool's errand like that. You might get lucky. You might find a John or Burr eventually, but...
Keep doing lower Christ on a high player count if you're a single player.
Hello.
Why, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
That is excellent, sir. I am smashing.
Why are we talking like this?
I have no clue.
Excellent.
Indubitably.
Smashing. Now, Toodle Pip.
You really go for some tea.
Toodle Hip.
What happened to everybody in your EXP game here?
Swap game happened, and then, I don't know, everybody kind of, like, poofed off. We were doing good up until then, though.
Yeah, I know. It's full. I can't get in.
I think one person was on like their Steam Deck driving in the car, and I think they've finished. Probably, you know, arrived at their destination.
Yeah.
Hope they weren't driving.
No, he was passenger.
Miss Claudia. Why, hello, Miss Claudia.
Actually, we theory-crafted a pretty cool Act 1 merc with double hustle and wisdom. And then the exploding arrow. That'd be a pretty wicked Act 1 merc to pair with the Demon Machine Enchantress.
What bow did you put on her?
Well, you got the Wisdom Helmet for the piercing, so you could use any bow you want. Like you could go with like a Kukushaku, or you could just, as I said, dual hustle bow, hustle armor, and a Wisdom Helmet.
Just really fast attacks. What you're going
Yeah,
for?
103% piercing from the Wisdom. Just rip.
Where did you come from, baby? Is it possible to level them with this build? What do you mean level them with this build? You talking about my MA sin? I leveled as an MA sin. It's perfectly doable. Of course, what some people consider doable and other people consider doable are two different things. Goldie Rabbit, fancy. We got a 79% gold find. Isn't that like 1 point off of perfect?
Yeah.
Isn't it 80? Ooh,
yep.
We got a 1 point off from perfect gold wrap. Those things are valuable.
I just need a gold find barb.
I will just trade that off and get a get some doojanks for it.
What's the max on it?
80. 80 is the max. Perfect gold wraps are actually worth a pretty decent amount.
I have a 78 gold wrap in the stash.
I'm gonna throw it up on Tradery and see what somebody offers me for it. Because gold wraps are all over the place. And there's those specific barbarians who want defense. They want defense gold.
I wish we had a gold find barbarian, an active one.
Oh yeah, it would be nice.
I've made one like every season, and I'm just not doing it this season.
You tell them.
I'm
You
not making
tell
a
them.
barb this
You tell them.
I'm not making a barb, and I'm not making a source.
Yeah, I made both for the kinship.
Always do.
Does the defense roll on these two? It probably does roll a tiny bit, right?
Yeah.
I'll put the defense up here too, since this is like a perfect roll doojank, right? Is it perfect roll doojank? Kind of curious what they're rolling for right now. Let's take a look. So let's go ladder, and then we're gonna do extra gold from monsters. Minimum.
There already?
Let's do minimum 78%. Let's see what the 78s are going for. And make offer. He's got an 80. He's asking for a Mal or an Istrune. This other guy's got an 80. He's asking for a Vex.
Is it upped?
I don't even know. I guess technically you could up it.
Isn't it exceptional already?
No, it's a gold wrap is a normal, so you do have to do the but the upper recipe for that is like dirt cheap though.
Tau
Yeah.
shell, P
Like
diamond.
Tau shell, P diamond. It's nothing to get it to the
it's even
second
lower than
tier.
that. Dang. Poison.
Got a 78, I think, that I was gonna upgrade, but I couldn't remember if it was exceptional or normal.
Yeah. Oh, the DPS has arrived. I will go back to static.
Who's the DPS?
Pyrotechnic.
I definitely
you guys
got.
running?
I definitely
Chaos,
feel like
chaos.
a classic MMO DPS. Like in
definitely
MMOs, the DPS was always really good at damaging and putting damage out, but goddamn, we couldn't take a hit to save our lives. That's me. I can't take hits.
I just softened everything up for you.
Superior
if you can get me the
superior
stuff-
armors have a very high repair cost, so like but it depends. So like you can make an item in a superior base and not have to worry about like massive repair costs, but you have to be a character that doesn't get hit very often. So like as a paladin, if you're running like 75% chance to block, you've got like 12 to 14,000 armor, you know, like you generally just don't get hit very much. Like you probably could run a superior armor on like a paladin like that with relative ease, and not really have to worry about too many repair cost issues. However, on a sorceress or like a druid that's like a raw damage sponge and gets beat up all the time, or an assassin with 1,167 defense, which is awful, like you're gonna need to repair pretty often. Like they're gonna be wailing on you on a regular basis. So, like on those characters, I probably wouldn't run a superior armor because the repair costs are awful.
I think I dropped Large's face on you, sorry.
Oh, I got an offer. Probably for the gold wrap that I just posted too. Okay, got two janks. I got a B-boop and a B-boop again.
Probably the same one.
Yeah.
Because you didn't notice it.
What is he offering you for that?
I don't know, I'm about to go check.
I'm very curious because I got one that's very
I'm
similar.
gonna kill Diablo real quick and make the next game before I look.
Oh, I'm coming.
With changes to the elemental range, would Hellrack become viable for a lot of builds? Hellrack has a lot of issues with it. I did a video on Hellrack if you want to check it out. I mean, I talk about all of the problems with that piece of equipment and what would potentially make it good and what doesn't. I would definitely check out my Hellrack video if you're interested in that. All right, let's see what he offered me. He or she offered me. Tomas. It's terrible. It's a terrible offer. I don't want to decline. It's terrible.
What was it?
6 perfect gems.
Oh.
Yeah, decline.
Was it at least amethysts?
1 was an amethyst. The other were random.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as dirt low as you can get.
What do you need?
A low ball of low balls.
Yeah, well, he probably just doesn't understand that there's rolls on the gold wrap, and some of them are actually worth more than others. If it was like a bottom roll gold wrap, he probably get it.
Which GGM are you on Tradery?
I am
Mortal Thought.
literally Ginger Gaming Mentor, I believe.
I just have
GG Mentor, literally GG Mentor.
Oh.
I even have a link to my Discord, and my Twitter is on there, and I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can put a YouTube on there, but
There's Mr. GGM official on here and GGM.
yeah, those are not me.
You have impersonators.
I actually asked
do
if
have
they
the
would.
birthday.
I actually asked one of the DMs or whatever of Tradery if they could, you know, like give me like an official little dojank next to my name, so that, you know, people wouldn't try to impersonate me, but apparently, like, they've already.
There's a whole lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Whole lot.
I mean, some of them could be kinship members. Who knows?
I think Mr. GGM official with the Twitter thing and everything else is probably an impersonator.
Well, I mean, GGM is an acronym, though, so there are other things. Like when you search GGM on Google, there's other things that GGM means besides just simply my name. Also, half the time GMM comes up, which is Good Mythical Morning.
Gilham Con this.
Guys, if needed, I can turn my Bob into a hybrid. Both time Bob, of course.
You play whatever you want to play. Nobody making you play nothing else.
Hey, so it'd be great to have a gold sideboard. I have a sideboard. Do you have Z gold flying gear?
I swear, whenever I played my Blade Fury Sin, I never felt useless because you could just pick out any monster that you wanted. Any monster. You could pick them out from a field, and you could just annihilate them. And it was just so much fun. Like, the way that the character works and how the damage outputs, because you can just, like, focus down a target. You just pick the elite monster out of the group, and you just hold down the button, and the elite monster would just get shredded.
I always like playing with the Gensu blades on that character.
That's why I made my character Vegomatic. Slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries.
The mandolin. Crystal sword on the ground.
Nobody else is gonna not like the Squiddy's Claw.
What about Squiddy's Claw?
Everybody liked it. I put dislikes on it.
It's terrible. Why would you do that?
Because it's Squiddy.
Oh. I mean, he
That's
does
a
have
hardcore
he
one.
does have
He
a
was
lot
in-
of tentacles, and he does often.
You know that that first horse guy you run into on Elden Ring? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I played it the first time and Squiddy was watching, he said, "Oh yeah, that's Brindley guy. Go over and talk to him." That didn't work out too well.
Dude, when I first picked up the game, I fought that guy like over 100 times to try and beat him before I went anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I walked out of the starting zone and he was there, and I was determined that I could beat him. And I got really close a couple of times, but I never actually did pull it off, and it was kind of sad. But
Yeah, I tried to talk to him.
But it was like, you know, I was a complete noob. I didn't have anything upgraded. I wasn't using better weapons. I had all the starter equipment, you know, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of excuses why I didn't kill him, but, you know. At the end of the day, though, like, I wanted to kill him. And I did come back and kill him later, but...
I tried to talk to him. I tried to be friends with him. He wasn't having it. I said, "Thank you, Squiddy. Thanks for that." That guy was so limber on that horse.
Why is there like... Are somebody watching anime in the background? Baka! Reggie. Haha, caught you. Caught you. Huffle puff, 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 huffle, huffle, puff. Man, it's gonna take me forever to get to level 94 off of chaos runs. I feel like it's already slowed down like way too much on the non-TZs. What is the TZ right now, anyway? Is it still, dark?
Darkwood.
Darkwood.
Underground Passage is actually pretty good, though.
That is
There's a lot of mobs.
pretty.
Capybaras are huge. Are you kidding me? Like, dang.
Are we switching gears? Or are we still doing chaos?
I'm hungry. I want something to eat. I think I'm gonna order some pizza. Give me a second. I'm gonna order some pizza from my Domino's. What they got in the coupons? What they got in the coupons, huh? What they got in the coupons? I need to see the coupons. Show me the coupons.
Sorry about that, boys. That was my son who's playing with his toys in the background.
I thought it was an anime.
Well,
I was cracking up.
yes.
I kept hearing like,
chips.
Baka! Baka! I saw.
Oh,
Had me
Ginger
laughing.
gifted me a membership. Thank you, Ginger.
Oh, well, you can spam Chinchilla emotes. Congratulations. Question is...
Membership to what?
His YouTube channel.
Yeah, you get like, it gives you like emotes, and you can, you get a little thing next to your name, and there's some little cool things that you could do, and plus I call you out and be like, thank you very much. And you have my undying gratitude, and there's also some other perks too. I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but I think, I'm pretty sure, I mean, let me go double check before I make a liar out of myself. But if you choose I think it's the highest tier on my membership, it like legit just gives you my phone number.
That seems
Like it's a little expensive. Like it's just kind of an expensive option, but like if you want that, like there you go. It's there. Pretty sure it says it in the membership levels too. Yeah, it's the $99.99 option.
Really tempted to go do it now.
Like, if you want to be my friend. I mean, there's no guarantee if you're annoying, I might end up blocking you.
Oh, you'll get tons of unsolicited car pictures.
Pretty much, yeah. What are these 2 large 2-topping pizzas and an order of stuffed cheesy bread for $27.99?
Oh, now I'm hungry.
What else
Yeah,
I
I
got
want
in
fish and
here?
chips now. Might have to.
I don't want any wings. Like, why they got wings and everything? Everything's got wings in it. I don't want wings. Cody, I'm trying to order pizza, okay? You want some slice? You want some crusts? You better behave. You're not getting no crusts. No crusts for the doggo if you don't behave.
He's probably fine with that. Don't give him no crust, give him the damn pizza.
He doesn't get pizza.
You gotta get the thin crust Philly cheesesteak from Domino's. That's what my go-to.
Them crusts are pretty good, though. Come on now.
How's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
We doing any group runs right now or split farming?
John Breadbutts. We're currently on like just kind of paused for a second because I'm ordering pizza. But if you want to join us, we're in what is it? GGM EXP 11. Yeah, we're in 11.
Okay.
They're about to probably about to kill Diablo real quick. So.
Now we're just popping first seal.
Okay, I also have 2 D keys that we farmed up yesterday. I need to hand off to you.
A perfect crack of the heavens quantum. It's probably worth like I don't know, like a gold, maybe a vex. I don't know. It depends. Depends on what's going on the boards right now. But a perfect sunder is the most valuable of them. I might be a little bit less than that. it is a little late in ladder, and there's been a lot of Sunder Charms dropping every single day, so it's going to continually decrease in price until like it's basically worthless. My advice to you would be to throw it up on Tradery and take the first decent offer that comes around. You know, obviously, if somebody offers you like 5 P gems for it, don't take that. But like, you know, if somebody offers you like a decent, you know, value, then just go ahead and take the offer. Or give it to your lightning resistant or lightning damage friend. Maybe if you have a friend that does lightning damage.
We're not really that light and ladder yet.
You don't have any CCs. I pay for everything with cash. What do you mean, Sean?
Credit cards.
Yeah, credit card phone.
I mean, you don't have to have a credit card to pay for things online. You can get PayPal and stuff like that. You can load PayPal into the account with cash. So there's places that'll let you do that.
Credit debit cards.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just go to my recently ordered Dujangs. I'm inside.
Diablo's gonna die. Can you make 12, please, Ginger?
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, I need to message Jed.
Do you still not have any martial arts skills?
I managed to trade for one, yeah, to this morning, actually. He finally replied, so I got this beautiful thing. And then I actually, somebody found this one and gave it to me. But basically I have, what is it, 2, and then I re-rolled this one today. So I've got 3 total, so I still need 2 more.
1 more? 2 more?
Yeah, because I'm pretty dedicated to running the Cold Sunder. I really do feel like the Cold Sunder helps my survivability a ton, so I think I'm gonna keep that. Yoink.
That's what I'm running.
Storm's
I was
bad.
running a physical, but now that I got the F3 Bestow on the Merc, I just run the cold.
It's expensive food, but you know what? It's nice to have pizza every now and then. I don't think I've had a good pizza in a while.
Local shop or some big chain?
I'll just go with Domino's. They're pretty good.
And Domino's is always good. Good.
I actually kind of prefer Papa John's, but I don't think my girl likes Papa John's.
I switch back and forth between those two, yeah. If I really want to spend big money, there's a couple of local pizza places that are really good, but I don't know, sometimes you just want fast food.
I can't even get Domino's here. Can't get any delivery here.
Oh, scarab shell boots.
Unique?
Yep.
Nice.
Not
What are
6
they?
socket face
Not
blade.
sandstorms.
Do they get a good roll? Yeah, it's a decent roll. Probably lower end,
red.
but
Poison resist 58, 12 vitality, 12 strength.
6 strength GC.
Ah, 2 socketed, of course.
Bestow is done. Patrick said, I hate this bug. Mephisto is not detecting my magic find.
Ooh, an Eth T-Mall, no sockets.
Well, that means it's 6 at least.
Alright,
Kill
order has
the
been
merc.
successfully placed. Domino's tracker. Time to eat some pizza. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, it isn't.
CV and a mage plate.
+2 blade shield, +1 mind blast.
Light shield's just really not a skill you can use with that build, is it?
For what? Oh, it depends
The
on how you what
D2R.
weapon you run. That's all. You run an Eth weapon, you're gonna have to not use it. Like if you run an indestructible weapon though, that's Eth, then you can use it.
No, I meant with the martial arts mosaic.
I mean, I
blade
could if I
really
had
doesn't
it.
help with that.
I don't have it though. I'm not really sure.
I didn't figure you could even like incorporate that in with the martial arts
I
very
mean,
well.
it might be something that I actually might want to think about because I do teleport in all the time, and so like I'm constantly in there, like on top of the monsters with the blade shield. You know, would be useful in that situation.
The Blade Fury wouldn't help at all.
No, I wouldn't use the Blade Fury, but like, I mean, just a couple points in Blade Shield wouldn't exactly be terrible. I mean, it's 75% of my weapon damage. Can't remember. I know Blade Sentinel burns durability, but does Blade Shield burn durability? Because that would be a factor as well. Because I wouldn't really want my weapons just breaking all the damn time.
So
What's
it burns
the,
durability,
energy?
but it's very, very unlikely that it actually takes durability away. Because like I can do 15, 16 deer runs by myself with Blade Shield up the entire time, and I might lose 2 or 3 durability.
Okay, well that's not too bad. I still have to, like, I would have to actually go down and grab it, which it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, so I'm not going to do that. It'd have to be on a claw. Like, I think I'd have to have it, like, a blade shield on, like, a nice claw.
Oh, you're just giving those up, huh?
I do have the one that's not quite perfect, the +1 Phoenix, +1 Dragonflight. So maybe I could eventually find, like, a +3 Phoenix, +1 Dragonflight, maybe +1 Blade Shield.
Do we have someone that's TPing there?
Yeah, I just selling a weapon. I'm gonna get some gold back.
Okay.
I could really use a lightning thunder on this character. I should probably move that over. Not that I have the resistances for it yet.
Just let my beautiful lady know I was ordering pizza.
All these people in here, nobody's running an inside mark.
Mine's dead.
I don't need insight.
I didn't say you needed it. Just said no one's running one.
Yeah, it's really not necessary once you get your build sorted.
That's why I tell people.
inside.
That's why I tell
That's
people
not the
all the
right
time.
one.
There honestly are very few characters in the game that like just have to have an insight.
Yeah, it's pretty much sorcerers, that's about it.
Honestly,
I use
honestly,
one on,
Sorceresses are usually the ones that are immune to it.
Like energy shield ones.
I didn't use one on my insight source.
I mean,
Or on my
having insight with an energy shield sorceress is nice, but you don't need it. Not if you build it right. Like if you get enough mana with a high enough energy, warmth, your mana regenerates so fast anyway. It doesn't even matter.
I used Act 5 merc with dual plagues. I needed the poison to immediately go away quicker than I needed mana.
That's what I told people all the time with energy shield sorcs. I'm like, yeah, having infinite mana is nice with the insight. I was like, but you know, like having cleansing so that you never have to worry about poison or curses again is pretty darn sweet. Because all you have to do is play an energy sorceress for a small period of time, and you will know poisons are your enemy, and a crit poison will take you out so fast. And they work really good against you too, because poison damage is very much so based on your life. So the drain rate is directly proportionate to how much life you have. So if you have a very large amount of life, it takes longer for you to drain. But like as an energy shield sorceress, you might only have like 400 or 500 life, and so that poison just goes pop. You're at 1 HP. Done. It's like you're like, oh god, I'm gonna die. Demon Hide Sash, nice.
Is it? It's a 15 reduce. That's
what's the MDR?
10.
Oh, sadness. So it's not perfect, but it's close. 15% Fizz DR is still nice.
It's got better DR, better ED, and better life steal than the one I had equipped. So I'm gonna drop the one I had equipped. For anyone who wants it.
Cody, I order pizza.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
Did you order him one?
He's gonna get a bunch of crusts with some sauce and some ronies on it. He's fine.
Oh, one more run.
So no, you didn't.
I'm just waiting to find a pools and then I can actually use that.
Yeah.
Ow, ow. Portal's up.
It doesn't instantly remove curses. I mean, it pretty much does. Like, once they're cast on you, the duration is like insanely short. And they're pretty much gone right away. Things like Decrepify last a whole like half a second.
Ow. There's my gold.
Somebody die there?
Yeah, I got one-shotted.
I didn't even see the message. Just a bunch of golds just flop on the ground.
Yup. That was mine.
Somebody took his gold? Give it back.
Sure did. And my full rejuvies too.
I got a bunch of juvies, I'll just drop them in the next game.
It's all good. Not worried about it. How we share them.
I don't think there's any way to show a screenshot ban.
Anyone need those for a Zon?
Some impulse.
Need what?
They're impulse.
Does anyone need those gloves for a Zon?
I don't see the gloves.
They're in chat.
They're linked. Hit chat.
Yeah, I think I'm bugged. I can't see the chat.
They're +1 passive and magic Zon gloves.
Life leech, strength, mana, poison length reduction.
I have laying of
Nothing
hands.
crazy.
And yours terrible. That's one of the few things that's actually good for my build. I'm good on gloves.
Fizz bosons don't need gloves.
Just need laying of hands.
Need knockback gloves. If they're not using a wind horse.
Yeah, I am using Wind Force because it's cheap and it's actually good.
Stop moving full juvie.
I went through so many perfect sapphires and Ort runes on my telly boa. It's ridiculous. Trying to get mana leech to the passive 20 out, and it's not that close.
Superior gargoyle head of terribleness because it has no skills. Low-level versions of cleansing are like 30%. The high-level version that's on Plague is like 70. Can't remember, what is it? It's level 12 cleansing on Plague, right? Or it varies a little bit, doesn't it?
It rolls, goes to like 12 to 17.
17. So if you get like a level 17 cleansing, like it's gonna rip that off of there really fast.
That's why I use two 17s. Because they stack.
Doesn't the plus the skills from Plague also increase the level?
No, auras don't get increased by plus to skills. They can stack with other pieces of equipment that have auras. So like that's what he said. He put two cleansing swords on at the same time, and he gets like the maximum bonus.
And anyone want some mini war Travs?
That's kind of cool.
Oh, nice with dual res.
Thank you.
I hate this bug. It's so annoying.
So at level 17, which is Plague Sword level, you're talking about a 78% reduction in the duration of curses and poisons. 78% is a lot of percent.
Forgotten Tower TZ?
Sacred armor of 35k in the bank.
I just save those for a sorceress or something. Those are good boots.
My boots are absolutely awful, but eventually I'll find a Gore Riders.
Who got wrecked
Someone
by
died
Diablo?
again.
Yeah, Diablo killed somebody with y'all.
Take my portal, it's right on top of your body.
Boots are pretty handy. Only thing they're missing is faster run walk, but if you tell her, you don't need that.
Yeah, it's still nice to be able to move around, but yeah, it's not necessary.
I need 1 million XP.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna help my girlfriend. She needs to. She's trying to get the Xbox
Portal's
on
up.
the TV. If I don't come back in time, just feel free to make the next game.
Okay.
What thorns we got on us?
Looks like might.
Might.
Probably my mark.
Kubus of boobus. Why you always sniffing me like you're investigating like a dang Sherlock Holmes over here?
Maybe he ate something while he was out there. We gotta check and see if he passes the sniff test. Don't smell any illicit activities. He didn't have any pizza without me. Must stay diligent.
Incubus.
Hey Ginger, when you're buffed and fully charged, what's your max damage on Dragon Talon? You mean with like everything? It says 18k, but I mean, I guess it doesn't. That doesn't include my venom. That doesn't include any elemental damage I have. I don't know. The Dragon Talon's weird. It doesn't report its proper damage. Decrepify. Oh, I was wondering why I was decrepified. My fate wore off. That's so I can keep my charges. So Diablo gets wrecked. Come on, Diablo, let's go. Boom. Yoink. The world of tomorrow.
Is that a good jewel?
It's terrible.
Lovely.
It's a ghoul talisman.
Oh my gosh.
It's
That's
terrible.
level 49?
It's terrible.
Ew. Ew.
Dude, don't touch it. Step away from the jewel.
So I tested out the Shadow Killer with the Blade Fury, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, those procs are actually really nice. I was using it on the kicks in early when we found it, and just like kick in, and it's just like.
Yeah, just ice novas everywhere. I was like, wow, that's actually quite
It's just
damaging.
too bad it doesn't do very much damage. I think it's unsynergized. It might be like a whole 100 or 200 damage like per nova. The real benefit of having that spamming Frost Nova is the chilling effect.
Yeah, it's good crowd control.
Everything is very nice and chilled and held down because they're all. Frost Nova actually has really high chilling duration too.
Ooh. Anyone need an ethereal thresher?
I can't click on anything.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I was trying to click on that.
Here, I'll drop it for whoever on the sneaky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a quick clicker, but I share everything, so I'm sorry if
That's
I.
a Larzik 4 socket, right?
It's a problem with strafing.
You are literally
get stuck in
playing with.
strafes, you can never pick up stuff.
You are literally. No, you don't. You can't get stuck in strafe anymore. They changed that. You can cancel. You can cancel strafe whenever you want. That was something that they patched out. You used to get stuck in strafe, and now you can cancel it whenever you want. It was in one of the patch notes. I think it was like 2.5 or something.
How do I cancel it? What button do I need to hit?
Stop. Turd face.
Need that. Need to build a thresher now.
I figure out this stop button. Which one's this one?
Close.
Yeah, but the question is what skills are you using, Loot Hunter? Because some of the skills don't stack, and so the damage numbers that it's telling you basically are a lie. Like, I could throw in Claws of Thunder right now, and Claws of Thunder would enhance that damage even further, but it's a lie, because Claws of Thunder and the Chain Lightning from Phoenix Strike don't stack, so you can't actually use those two skills together. To give you an example, I mean, let me just go ahead and pull Claws of Thunder out, and I'll just go ahead and build 3 charges of Claws of Thunder. And now I'm at 40,000 damage per Doojank, but it doesn't actually work that way. The unfortunate side effect of Claws of Thunder is that it cancels out the damage from the Phoenix Strike. So they don't actually work together. Also, the Charge Bolt damage, which is charge 3 on Claws of Thunder, doesn't actually stack either, even with itself. So all that damage is also then lost. And it ends up being kind of a big wash, unfortunately. Did we even click the seal?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I popped it before we even went up the wing.
So
you just gotta be careful about that.
The problem with the martial arts skills is you kind of are forced into a specific set to get the highest damage output.
Grand Matron bow back here, so we'll have to look at it.
Take a peek, see if it's any good.
Yeah.
It is a 1 skiller. It is good.
God damn, this is so annoying.
Sorry, we were doing some Chaos runs Terra Zone last night and found a 3 skiller 2 AR mat boat for someone.
Yeah, Superior base. Yeah, only 5 sockets. You'll have to use Larza kit, and we'll get 5.
Unless you want to try rolling.
5 isn't terrible, but 4 is preferred.
Yeah.
Hey, some more brand bits.
Anybody needs laying of hands?
Nope, got some.
I always check them to see if they're better than the ones I'm wearing them. The defense rolls on them.
What's the max defense?
It's
on them?
84.
I can't remember off the top of my head. These are 84s though.
Yeah, I think I have 85s on.
What do you need?
Kind of curious. I'm pulling it up to see. 79 to 87 is what they can roll.
Plus 3 charge bolt sentry. That's not worth anything, is it?
I don't think so. I think lightning is the main one they use.
Yeah, that's going back on the ground.
Oh, Pablo with the 5 memberships. Frickin' Pablo. Sean, Lucas, Kilamodus, Tino, and Jacob. Congratulations on your Chinchilla emotes. Ow! Ow, why is this guy ripping me to shreds? Ow, 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 ow. That was pain. It hurt a lot. Thanks a lot for gifted memberships, Pablo. That's freaking amazing. Just doing it, and doing it well. Gonna get some memberships. Oh my god. I love how the memberships tend to go out to members that have been around for a while too. Like, I recognize all you guys' names. Kilamodus, I didn't even think you were still hanging around. Like, you ain't talked in a while, sir. But I remember you. Okay, I'm members. I'm smart.
Amulet.
Now, the smart or Kubus smart?
I mean, I'm Kubus smart, but my brain work good sometimes. Sometimes it
Garbage amulet.
work real good. Now come on down to Bubba Gum Shrimp. Get yourself some of that Bubba Gum. I forget. It's been a long time since I've seen the Forrest Gump movie. Why were they out in the boat that particular day when the storm came? Like, they were the only boat that survived because they were out in the storm. And they
Because
actually...
he didn't check the weather report.
He didn't check the...
Well, severe storms, you actually want to take your boat out so you don't smash into the docks and the ground and so on.
Well, yeah. If it's really bad, you're supposed to take it out to sea. That's how you save the ship. But they didn't know, and so they were the only ones out there in the storm. Which is the reason why their ship survived. Which is and then they were the only ship. It's pretty hilarious, to be honest. Wasn't he basically like a millionaire by the time the movie ended?
Yeah.
I think even more than.
He had so much money, he didn't know what to do with
Ooh, multi-shot infector. Oh god. Let me out of here. Let me out. Dude, my HP dropped to 0 about 6 times. I burned all my juvies to stay alive. That was scary. Multi-shot infector is not someone to joke around with. He takes things too seriously.
No, Diablo, I don't want your lightning. Trying to read a form, and next thing I know, I'm half dead.
He knew you were reading the forum, though. That's the reason why he did it. He said, boy, don't be reading while you're fighting me. That's disrespectful.
Is there anyone that can give me the Black Marsh and Outer Cloister really quick in Act 1?
Yeah.
That is downright disrespectful.
Thank you.
Portal it.
Do you have the Outer?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you need any gold for your merc?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
One of the only things I'm decently picking up is just gold stuff. I don't find gear.
35K in the bank.
I'm sitting at 200% mat or gold find and like 150 magic find right now, which is decent for an assassin.
I basically have like fully just like not politically usable slots basically. I am not even close to even needing magic find or gold find.
One of the things I really loved about playing the Freezing Zone last season, something I just didn't expect, the freaking ice bow has like a massive amount of gold find, based on character level, mind you. So the higher my character got, the more gold find I had. It was insane. Like, I think at level 99, when I finally capped out, I think it was like 300% gold find on that stupid bow.
Yeah, so 99 you have 310% gold find.
It was insane. Like, I never had any money problems on that stupid Amazon. Like,
I didn't even realize it had that
me
property
neither.
on it.
That's not what I made it for, of course. But like hot damn, it was nice. The unintended side effect of running the ice bow. Never needing any money ever again. I filled up on gold on that character so many times too.
Oh, this wing had no monsters in it at all. Crazy.
Oh, I didn't realize I was side by side with you.
Side by side.
IO room.
Nice.
Hey.
Anybody need that IO?
Hey, a Geets.
Bulwark.
It's gotta be a Geets. It's not a TZ.
I managed to grab it.
And
So
it
you
popped out of
actually
a
did that eye over something.
popped out of a random stash.
Nice. What's the roll on it?
And I'm still fighting for my life here. Hold on. I don't want to get ganked by Lord AC, so let's kill this butt real quick. Ooh, a 15%er. Good,
Ooh,
I need
what's
that
the-
I need that for gambling.
What's the magic and gold?
22 magic and 127 gold.
I mean, not the best stats there, but hey, the reduction in price is a
15
great find.
perfect gambling charm. 15%er. It doesn't really matter with Geeds as long as you get one of the effects that's worthwhile, like either the magic find and the gold find together, or the vendor prices. A 15% Geeds is great for gambling and just in general saving tons of money in town.
Yeah, but the only thing I didn't find good on my geese was the vendor prices one.
Well, I needed that because I do a lot of crafting, so that comes in super handy.
I can craft now. I love it.
Nice! 15% Geeds!
You got any gems and jewels?
I might actually just try and work this in right now, since I don't have full skillers anyway, I'll just plop it in, and that way I can benefit from the gold find. Cause I was born to be a Geetakin. I'm gonna gamble me some janks. Ba 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 ba. Oh, nobody's going to the chaos. Oh, okay. Where's the Hufflepuff?
Yeah, sorry, I was selling my 35Ks.
35K in the bank bank.
To put it in the shared stash tab so it doesn't get dropped again.
Yeah, it's nice to have some in the shared stash tab for that reason. If I had known I was going to die so much this season, I would have probably done that in the beginning of this season and saved my money, but I did not, and I died many times, and it was sad. I am softcore Pinky Pentagram, but if you're looking for a hardcore player, tradery. If you're looking for a hardcore player to follow, Trix Magistus is a pretty good hardcore Diablo 2 streamer. We also have a hardcore team running this season on our Kinship. If you want to join, just hop in the Discord, and there's some information there on how to get into the Kinship. In the Kinship GGM charter. See what the hell I got on my doojank here.
Dear, oh dear.
I got a foul rune for my nearly perfect gold wrap offer. Foul rune seems a little low.
Ooh, a 120 attack rating Grand Charm.
Nice.
I don't need it.
Is that
So
all
it
it
is. Yeah, that's all it has.
So nice.
It is, but someone else can use it who really, really needs it.
Where'd you drop it?
The top side of the star. It's the Steel Grand Charm.
What's the best charges for highest damage? We've pretty much conclusively tested it. I have a whole video if you want to check it out with the results and everything, so that you're not just taking my word for it. But it seems to be, as far as I can tell, 3 Blades of Ice, 3 Tiger Strike. Here, let me just write it down so it's easier to. 3 Blades of Ice, 3 Tiger Strike, 3 Cobra Strike, and 2 Phoenix. That seems to be the optimal setup for damage output. Everything else that you could do or any other combination seems to somehow interfere with the damage or cause problems. I guess technically if you really wanted to be like 100% and say just simply damage output and nothing else, Fists of Fire being added in there instead of Cobra Strike would give you a higher damage output. But the problem with Fists of Fire is you can't life leech. So whenever Fists of Fire is active, you are stuck in a situation where you're just going to slowly die. Which isn't, fun. But technically, adding in Fists of Fire would be slightly higher damage output for, well,
no survivability.
For no survivability whatsoever.
All spank, no tank.
That's right, all spank, no tank.
Good at all.
Hey, Hyperion Spear. Non-F.
And it is a 2-skiller.
Ew, put it back on the ground.
I get pretty high. It's like awkward too.
Grand Cham.
2017 Assassin Torch. It's a nice one. Mine's a 1914. It's better than mine.
Bow and crossbow skiller.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I'm running in that.
The bow
What's
skiller?
up, Big Bubba Allen? Day's going great.
Who's in the game that needs
My
it?
throat doesn't feel so bad today. I just ordered some Domino's pizza.
Give it to Claudia.
And we're going to play a horror game later tonight, too. If you guys are interested, I'm going to be doing a creepy horror game on the Nintendo Switch.
Thank you. You were looking for the IO, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah, let's do a trade. Because this is also something I can use.
I'm right
so
here.
now we both get something. It's in my stash. I'll give it to you next game.
Oh, okay. Next game?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
35K in the bank. 35K in the bank.
Yeah, my Merc's in desperate need of a bulwark.
So I was planning to.
I'm surprised you didn't already have one.
Makes sense.
I have one on my Zon.
Oh, okay. So this is your second one.
It will be, yes.
Popping the seal.
Or Ravenfrost, I guess.
Oh, you got your first Uber ever, Bernardus. What'd you get? What was your torch? Oh, that was your torch, your 2017. I got you. It's a very nice torch. Assassins are in pretty high demand this season, so you shouldn't have too much trouble trading that off.
Ooh, a scissor Sawaya.
One socket. Garbage.
Aww. One socket, but it does have Dragonflight. If only it had 2 or 3 sockets, would it be good? Or at least usable.
Boom.
Tiles Mask, maybe?
No. Death Mask Tiles.
Oh, it's Death Mask. Okay, I always get those confused.
That is Cathons. Cathons. Alright, guys and gals. Pizza's about to get here for me, so I'm gonna hop off here probably after this run. And I will be back. I'll be back for the horror game. We're gonna do a horror game.
And the wall to 11.
We need it.
I'm right beside you for that IO. Oh, trade works too. That worked. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
Yep, that's a that is a good torch. Don't let nobody lowball you on that one. 2017 is pretty nice. Don't let him lowball you.
Clear my inventory and I'll run.
Is that like a burr?
2017 assassin? Yeah, this season? Yeah, definitely. That's a burr.
Yeah.
It's so funny because last ladder it was like nobody wanted sin torches.
That's basically, yeah.
Portal up.
Oh yeah, I mean sins were like in the doghouse last season. Now look at them. Now look at the sins. They ain't in the doghouse no more.
Made a whirlwind sin at the end of last season. It's surprisingly good.
Oh, you're such a crybaby. We're about to go eat pizza. The pizza's almost here. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get pizza. We got crusts, and we got Ronis, and we got Dujanks. Roni Dujanks. We got ranch and garlic. No, I don't want your pig. Silly. I don't want your pig. I don't want your pig. Deadly claws of a core.
Three Diablo walks this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't miss those.
Yep, it's 3 on Sunday. Do we know times yet?
I don't. I figured at this point everybody probably had one already, but...
Oh yeah, it's still nice to be able to possibly upgrade.
Upgrades. Cody, calm it down.
11 p.m. today, 7 a.m. tomorrow, 3 p.m. also tomorrow.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, so 11.
That's easy. You want to write those down in the chat?
There's actually a channel, the Uber Diablo Hunter channel.
Oh, is it listed in the Uber Diablo channel? Sweet.
It
Okay.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was Archon play. A plain Archon. 456 Archon, if anybody wants one.
It's a 3-socket non-F mythical sword here, so anybody wants it.
Someone will want that for a crescent moon.
Alright, there's the pizza. The pizza's here.
So's Diblo.
Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy and I'm out.
And in essence, yay. Good runs, guys. I'm gonna go get some food too.
Alright, guys and gals. With the dog barking in the background of the pizza lady, I'll see you guys next time.